Sgorio nawr, Pen-y-bont and Haverfordwest. English commentary is available for this game. Press the red button if you're watching on Sky Plus, Freeview or Virgin Media, or if you have a TiVo or Sky Q box, go to settings and use the audio selection option. Any problems, just call our viewers hotline. Joiwch y game, enjoy the game.
Cicio pêl 12 llath. O fan hyn i fyna. Mae'n swnio'n syml yn dywe. Ond, ychwanegwch golgeidwad, cefnogwyr, awyrgylch, a chlysur, a hefyd y ffaith bod y pwysau gyd ar eich sgwyddau chi. Wel, sim rhyfedd bod pethau rhyfedd yn gallu digwydd.
Wedi gorffen yn gyfartal, cicio'r smotyn. Chris Venables i gymryd cic gynta y cicio'r smotyn. Kick o'r smotyn. Dyna'r dediad yr un wych. A mae Arman yn rhoi hwlffordd ar y blaen. Marginson yw'r nesa. O, mae'n hyll dros y bar. Maen nhw'n giciau da, dydyn. Byddech chi'n disgwyl i hwn sgorio. A mae'r lle yma bron yn fudan. Mor hunanfeddiannol, mor hyderus. A Brusi yn cadw i ben. Os nad yw Seinti'n rhwydo, fe fydd Hwlffordd drwodd. Dyma i gyfle fo, i gymryd Pen-y-bont i'r rownd derfynol. A mae Seinti'n taro'r bar. A Hwlffordd sy'n drwodd. Ac mae Pen-y-bont wedi camu i rownd derfynol y gemau ail gyfle.
A dyma ni, gêm ôl ar tymor. Gêm fwy ar tymor o bosib hefyd. Rownd derfynol, gemau ail gyfle, uwch gyngrair Cymru. Y gêm i gyrraedd Ewrop, a gêm sydd werth o leia £250,000. Pen-y-bont yn erbyn Hwlffordd mewn gêm, a alle fynd yr holl ffordd i giciau o'r smotyn. A rhywun fydde wrth i fodd gyda hynny yw cynchwilio'r canolcau Cymru Owain Tudur-Jones. Mae'n joio cicio'r smotyn, ond i ddim yn joio tywydd, le ath yr hael Owain.
Di hyn yn iawn, Dylan. Dim i fod fel yma mis Mai, siŵr, yn dyna fo.
Dyna, mae'n oel y banc. Reit, Pen-y-bont yn erbyn Hwlffordd. Fel arfer, cyflwynwyr chreu, o'n i'n hoffi gofyn y cwestiwn pen ar y bloc, pwy yw'r ffefrynnau. Os pwynt, achos mae'r gem ail gyfle yma, o'n mynd rhywbeth yn digwydd.
Wel, dwi'n meddwl y gwir ydi, so ti wedi gofyn i unrhyw un o'n ni beriw 10 diwrnod yn ôl, pwy fysa yn y ffeinal, y Bari nebyn Bai Colwyn. Dyna oedden ni'n ddisgwyl o ran sut oedd y tymor di mynd, ond dyma ni, Pen-y-bont yn ebyn Hwlffordd. Felly mae yna unrhyw beth yn gallu digwydd. Da ni'n gwybod hynna. Di Pen-y-bont yn chwarae dda? Na di. Ydi och? Na di. Maen nhw wedi cyrraedd, a maen nhw fewn un gêm gartra i ffwrdd o gyrraedd Ewrop, a wedyn Hwlffordd, come on. I record nhw yn y gem ail gyfle. Mae hwn yn gaddo bod yn dipyn o gêm.
Ie, nhw yw'r deilied wrth gwrs. Mae werth atgoffa pawb am y gemau yma hefyd. Y gemau ail gyfle, lle yn Ewrop. Mae yna newidiadau tymor nesaf, ni'n mynd i 16, ond yr achlysur o gwmpas y gemau yma. Maen nhw anaml iawn, maen nhw'n siomi ni.
Na, am sawl rheswm, fel ti wedi deud yn barod, faint o arian ma'n olygu'r clybiau. Mae'n gallu cadw clwb yn fyw a gwneud gwahaniaeth mawr am blynyddoedd i ddod. Ond wedyn, trip i Ewrop i gyfnogwyr, maen nhw'n meddwl, come on, da ni eisiau holiday. Felly mae yna wahanol elfenna i'r gêm yma, a mae pawb eisiau ennill rhywbeth. Felly mae yna gyfle i cael dydwylo ar glws mewn gêm sy'n mor fawr a hyn yn golygu gymaint o bobl, ddylia bod hon yn gracar.
Ie, maen nhw'n achlysuron go arbennig. Fel oedd Owain yn sôn, Pen-y-bont ddim wedi bod ar ei gorau, ddim wedi ennill mewn 90 munud ers y cyntaf o Ionawr. Ond dyn nhw'n angen ennill mewn 90 munud. Ydyn nhw. Mae'n reolwr Rhys Griffiths gyda Jordan Davies.
Wedi cyrraedd Ewrop ar ddau achlysur yn y gorffennol, ond dyn nhw eriod wedi wneud hynny trwy ennill y gemau ail gyfle. Rhys, great to see you again. Now, you said before the Colwyn Bay game that Pen-y-bont were the outsiders, so what are you today?
Evens, I think. I don't think there's anything between us, is there? I think you could make an argument either way. Of course, we're at home, which is a big positive, and we've got a good record against them. But they're on a great run of form. And yeah, so it could go either way, and you can certainly make a case for it. I'd imagine it'll be a tight game, which is decided by a moment, I expect.
And of course, it's been a while since these two teams have faced each other. We saw you at Jenner Park on Sunday. You know, what homework have you been doing on Tony Pennock's side?
Yeah, well, look, obviously I know him well, and but yeah, I was at the game, and you know, first 20-25 minutes it looked like it was going to be Barry comfortably, but they grew into the game. They managed to dominate the ball, which is what they like to do, and then in the end they probably got their just reward. So, but I know the team very well. I'm sure they know us very well. Not many surprises in their team, and I'm sure that they're not surprised by ours.
And of course, last weekend was a dramatic weekend for both teams, both having to go away from home, both winning on pens in the end. But the fact that you're here today, you're the home side, how much of an advantage do you think that could be?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. I think we beat them here earlier on in the season. They went a goal ahead, but then we beat them down there as well. So I don't think it makes an awful lot of difference. The biggest difference, of course, is if we win, it makes a more special occasion for us. Equally, if we lose, it'll hurt more being at home, I would imagine, and there'll be no escape for us, will there? So, yeah, we've just got to go out there, give it our best, and hopefully we give the people of Bridgend something to cheer.
Rhys, diolch, pob lwc.
Ie, mae Rhys Griffiths yn crynhoi teimladau pawb fan yna. Does dim llawer yn hon gallu fynd unrhyw ffordd i daflu'r ystrydebau atoch chi. A dyn nhw ddim wedi bod o'r gorau, ond pan chi ddim ar eich gorau, fi'n cymryd bod chi angen dangos cymeriad. Doedd Pen-y-bont yn wneud hynny wythnos diwetha.
Dyna pam maen nhw yma. Dyna pam maen nhw yn y ffeinal oherwydd y cymeriad. Mae'n mor syml â hynna. Dyn nhw ddim yn y ffeinal gan bod nhw wedi bod yn chwarae'n dda, sgorio lot o goliau. Maen nhw yna oherwydd mae yna chwaraewyr ar draws y cae gyd, ond yn enwedig Billy Borge wythnos diwetha, cawr, colossus os lici di. Ac i ddefnyddio be fysa Malcs yn dweud, mi fysa hwn y math o chwaraewr fysa'n cicio i 9 i beidio ildio gol neu ennill gêm. Mae mor syml â hynna. A ti angen chwaraewyr fel la. Ydy hwn y pêl-droedi'r gorau naturiol efo'r bêl wrth i draed? Na, ond di o ddim ots. A dyna pam maen nhw yn y sefyllfa yma, oherwydd cymeriadau fel hwn, ac fydden nhw'n teimlo, os allith o'n gwneud y math yma beth, y bloc oedd cystal â unrhyw gol yn yr eiliad ola, wythnos dwytha mae Colwyn, mae gen nhw jans.
Ie, eiliad ola y gêm, o fe'n gwneud hynny, fy'n i giciau o'r smotyn. Fel chwaraewr, cewch ni mewn i'r stafell newid na, maen nhw'n bod o rediad gwael. Yw hwnna'n angof erbyn hyn, achos maen nhw fewn i'n gêm i Ewrop?
Erbyn hyn yndi. Pan ti ar y rediad gwael, mae yn effeithio hyder. Ac eich ti'n chwilio am rhywbeth. Sut da ni'n gallu gwneud rhywbeth twtch yn wahanol? Sut da ni'n chwarae'n well mwyn creu a sgori mwy o goliau? Ond wedyn ti'n cyrraedd diwedd y tymor a ti'n meddwl, oce, pan bod ni wedi cyrraedd y gêm yma oherwydd cymeriad, fel da ni'n newid drafod, felly fe ddim ots gen nhw o gwbl. Fydden nhw'n defnyddio hynna os rhywbeth yn deud, hyd yn oed os da ni ddim yn chwarae dda, da ni'n gwybod da ni'n gallu ffeindio ffordd o ennill. Felly, ia, fe ddim ots gen Rhys Griffiths sut maen nhw'n ennill i gêm yma.
Ie, maen nhw dal yma, rhywsut, mae Chris Venables dal yma yn 20 oed hefyd, pan chi angen profiad, fel perffaith. Perffaith
ia. Eto, da ni'n ailadrodd, neu dwi'n ailadrodd yn hyn, cymeriad, mae hwn yn un ohonyn nhw. A os mae Rhys Griffiths yn sôn am foment mewn gêm, dydy'r foment yna ddim wastad yn gorau bod yn screamer o 40 llaeth. Weithiau moment ydy'r bloc gan Billy Borge, sydd at y diwedd, neu rhyw beniad gan Chris Venables, pan sy'n neb yn disgwyl iddo fo gyrraedd i, felly, ie, mae gen nhw lot o'r chwaraewyr fela. Ddim yn mwy adeniadol os lici di, am yrfa mae o di gael. So fo wrth i fod yn sgorio'r win ar eto heddiw.
A byddwch chi ddim yn mynd yn ei erbyn chwaith. Reit, mae'n fis Mai. Fi'n gwybod byddwch chi'n credu ni o weld y tywydd, ond mae'n esgus i ni weld goliau gorau mis Ebrill, dyma gol y mis.
Ogi Gryf i ddod i mewn yn fan hyn gan Tom Kelly. Tuag at y bostyn bellera. Dal yno ar ymyl y cwrt Cosby. Sam Billington, dyna i chi ergyd wych gan Sam Billington ar yr hanner foli. Am ffordd o sgorio gol gyntaf o'r tymor yma.
Dyma nhw eto, Deacon i Abertawe, cyffuriad cynta yn Gompus.
Chloe Chivers yn ffeindio Amy Deacon yna. Mae'n gwybod yma'r gol a mae'n saethu a mae'n cael ei gol. A mae Abertawe yn heiddi cael y ail gol yma.
Wastad posibiliad fe rhywbeth yn digwydd pan mae'r loc ar y bêl, ond mae wedi gadw ni gorff greu chydig bach o le, mae wedi gyn hyfryd i bwydo honno mae fewn at Bradley. Bradley'n troi, Bradley'n creu lle, Bradley'n ergedio, Canarfon ar y blaen, gol i
unigol dampus amddiffyn gwael mae'r rhai i dweud. O mae gol gynta, rownd derfynol, Cwpan Cymru yn mynd i Gaernarfon. Jones am gol, am gychwyn i Gaernarfon. Yma ti Jones yn sefyll dros hon a mi yn dweud da ni gosod just gat. A mae hwnna yn special. Nawr mae hwnna'n bel dda i Lwyddi Barry. Dyma'r person o Caerdydd eisiau yn y safle yma. Barry dros y golwr. Hyfryd, mae Caerdydd yn ôl yn y gêm.
I ceisio hynna i cadw pen ac yn dechnegol i wneud e hollol wych.
Kennethford, a chi bas. Fesur yn berffedd at Hawkins. Hawkins ymlaen at Owain Jones. Tu fiwn at Hawkins. Hwna'n symudiad hyfryd. Ac ar draws. Ac i mewn i'r gol a Greg Walters wedi dod at sgôr y gyfartal. Cyfuniad o Hawkins, Owain Jones a Walters yn gorffen yn berffedd yn y cwrt bach.
Ie, oedd un dipyn o feis o Malcolm Allen sydd wedi cael y dasg holl bwysig o benderfynu pwy yw'r enillydd. Felly, Malcs, pwy sy'n mynd â hi?
Wel, o'n goliad da, ond o'n un sefyll allan, ac oedd ar y swyddfa mwyaf sy'n na, y ffeinal Cwpan Cymru, Sean Bradley, am gol, ond ffordd nath o dderbyn y bel, troi mewn i'n symudiad, wedyn y techneg na, i werthu dau o randi ffynwyr nhw syrthio i llawn, a hanner y job di'n cofio, nath o sgorio'n gwyddigol wedyn. Felly gwych, Sean Bradley, gofyd.
A hefyd i wneud hwnna ar y chlysur mor special hefyd.
O, go iawn. Ffeinal, mae'n eto eisiau gwneud o. Fe o'n byth cofiad dwi Gaernarfon am mynd i Cyrra'r Cwpan Cymru tro gynta, ond i Sean Bradley hefyd cofia, i ddeuddau plant yn y dyfodol.
Ie, oedd hi'n dipyn o brynhawn i gefnogwyr Caernarfon. Malcs, pwy sy'n credu sy'n mynd i fod yn dathlu ar ddiwedd y dydd heddi? Fel i ni gyd i sôn, sdim lot yn gwahanu'r ddau dîm yma, ond os oedd yna un ardal o'r ca, ble ti'n credu mae'r ble ti'n credu mae pethau mynd i fod yn ddiddorol?
Wel, yn ganol cae, dwi'n meddwl mae Corey Shepherd, mae'n mynd i glywio a gweu. Mae'n chwaraewr mor clefar i Hwlffordd. Mae o efo Owain Jones o'i flaen o heddiw, sef llawn dychymig. Ti'n gwybod beth mae'n mynd i neud nesaf. A mae o mynd i creu moments bach, sa'n mynd i ennill y gêm i chdi hefyd. A wedi chdi Hawkins, mae o llawn egni. Felly, ganol cae Hwlffordd, rhy gref i, a nhw'n ei fynd y gêm a prawn.
Wel, Malcs, na i adael i ti fynd lan i'r pwynt sylwebu. Mas o'r gwynt a'r glaw yma, wel, sdim sbel i fynd tan y gic gynta. Mae'r chwaraewyr yn barod i fynd fan hyn Pen-y-bont. Pidwch mynd unrhyw le, achos Pen-y-bont yn erbyn Hwlffordd i ddod ar ôl yr egwyl.
Hei, ble raeth yr hael, drian ar cefnogwyr. Byddan nhw'n gwenu os yw eu tîm nhw yn ennill. Croeso nôl ato ni rownd derfynol y gemau ail gyfle. Fan hyn, ym Pen-y-bont yn y glaw, ond taith i Ewrop yn yr hael efallai i enillwyr y gêm yma. Pen-y-bont a Hwlffordd y deilied wedi ennill y gystadleuaeth yma tymor diwetha hefyd. Dewch i ni glywed gan i'r rheolwr nhw felly, tra bod fi Owain yn cuddio dan yr ymbarels fan hyn. Tony Pennock gyda Sioned.
Nawr yn wahanol iawn i Pen-y-bont, mae Hwlffordd wedi bod ar rhediad arbennig. Maen nhw mond wedi colli dwywaith ers yr holl. Mae Tony Pennock yn ymuno a fi fan hyn. Tony, I was just saying you've been on a brilliant run of form in the second half of the season. And I have to say, you've almost turned into the play-off specialists by now. You're very used to this road to Europe. You know, how much do you enjoy these occasions?
Ask me at about 7 o'clock and I'll give you a true answer then. Listen, it's going to be another tough game, same as last week at Barry. And yeah, the boys are confident, they've been playing well, but all that form really goes out the window in a one-off game. And we know we have to give a good account of ourselves to compete with a good Pen-y-bont team.
In terms of Pen-y-bont, now this hasn't been a happy hunting ground for Haverfordwest. I think it's just one win here in the last 8 seasons or so. You know, what makes this place so difficult to come?
They're a very good side. Good side who've got a way of playing that's hard to play against, and they're consistent with that. So, yeah, we've had some close games, a couple of draws, but yeah, we've never won here since I've been here in the 4 years. So something's got to change today. We've got a 100% record in playoffs since I've been here, and we haven't beaten Pen-y-bont since I've been here. So something's got to change today.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting battle, and there's been a lot of talk in terms of, you know, who are the favourites, who are the underdogs. But in terms of Haverfordwest, you've been in the bottom 6. You're having to come away from home today as well. Would you say all the expectations are on Pen-y-bont today?
Yeah, definitely. Just on the record against us, really. They've beaten us twice this year, home and away, and they had a fantastic result at Colwyn Bay last week. You know, probably people didn't think that they'd go there and get the result. Colwyn Bay, a great season they've had back in the league, but it just shows what a great squad Pen-y-bont have got, and it's going to be no different today for us. You know, I've put the most experienced team I've got available on the pitch today because experience will be a lot today in today's game. You know, boys who've been there, I think 8 of the team that's starting today started the final last year. So, listen, we were bottom of the league in October, I keep saying it, and to be in this position now, you know, none of us thought that would happen. So we're going to enjoy as best we can, and like I said, give a good account of ourselves.
Tony, diolch pob lwc.
Diolch I Tony Pennock. Diddorol yn gyflym Owain am hwnna, mae wedi mynd am brofiad oedd yn gweud.
Ia, Bacon yn dechrau rownd gynderfynol wrthos dwytha, edrych chydig bach yn sigledig, felly dim syndod gweld efo'r profiad. Mae o'n gwybod beth mae'r chwaraewr yma'n gallu gwneud. Mae nhw wedi tangl fawn i tymor yma i orffen yn yr hanner isa. Mae o'n trystio bod nhw'n gallu perfformio troi fyny heddiw yn sicr.
Owain Jones yn un o'n nhw'n y profiad. Oedd e'n nghanol y symudiad y gol wych ma i dynnu nhw'n ôl mewn iddi yn y Barry.
Hanner cyntaf, dwi'n meddwl, sgan hyn i'm chance. Mae Barry rhy dda iddyn nhw, a nath rhywbeth newid. Cwpl o newidiadau gan gynnwys dod o Owain Jones ymlaen, felly chwarae teg i Tony Pennock, a dyma maen nhw'n gallu gwneud. Nath nhw just sleisio drwy am ddiffyn Barry, dim problem o gwbl. A mae rai fi, na i sôn amdano fo Owain Jones, na i sôn am Walters, cawn egni, fydd y chwarae yn y cefn heddiw nath sgorio. Corey Shepherd yn ganol cae, Mae o i fyny na, eich yn y 5 gorau yn y gyngrair fel chwaraewr. Mae o'n gallu dylanwadu gêm i bas o'n oedd ddechrau symudiad yna, felly mae hwn yn dîm, gorffen yn 7 ia, maen nhw well na hynna. A dyna pam dwi'n meddwl, maen nhw sy'n mynd â hi heddiw. A
Owain Jones, llun Owain Tudur Jones sy'n ymddangos yr ap swyddogol y gyngrair. Dan enw Owain Jones. Felly, nes ti gyfrannu wrthos. Gol geidwad i newid hefyd, Ifan Nott yn y gol. Tony Pennock cyn gol geidwad yn neud y penderfyniad na. Penderfyniad mawr weithiau.
Ia, ti'n meddwl weithiau efo penderfyniadau bod gen ti goli fel rheolwr. Pan mae'r gêm yn mynd i penalties, ti'n meddwl ydy hynna'n helpu? Dwi'm yn gwybod yr atab, ond sa ti'n gobeithio fod o. Felly, ia, Tony Pennock yn defnyddio ei brofiad, dwi'n siŵr. A fo sy'n gweld nhw yn y sesiwn ymarfer, ac yn i ofyn y cwestiwn, pan bo hwn yn chwarae, pan bo hwn ddim? Y rheolwr sy'n gweld nhw yn y sesiwn ymarfer ac yn gwybod, reit, hein sydd i ymarfer yn dda, hein sydd yn barod amdani. Da ni just yn gobeithio am goliadol, achos mae'r glaw ma'n ddigalon. Gobeithio wneud y gêm, wneud yn siŵr bod ni'n gwenu.
Na'i'm holi pen ar y bloc o ran enillwyr, ond pen ar y bloc o ran cicio'r smotin, maen nhw'n batrwm hyd yn hyn yn y gêm ail gyfle.
O, pen ar y bloc, dwi wedi deitha chdi, Hwlffordd dwi'n meddwl sy'n mynd i ennill y gêm. Ac gan gynnwys, os mae'n mynd i gicio'r smotin, mae'r record nhw, Dylan Rhys, o'n i'n gweld wrthos yma, di sgorio 5 ac yn y 5, dwi'n meddwl. Ti'n gwybod, mae gen ti chwaraewyr sydd wedi arfer chwarae dan bwysau, a dyna pam Dwi'n meddwl Holford sy'n mynd â hyd o. Pwy ti feddwl?
Dyna ni, mae'n fan di weid Pen-y-bont felly, na weid Pen-y-bont. Dyna ni sy'n angen i roi pwysau rwan, i roi pen ar y bloc. Mae fe mynd i ymuno ar tîmau sylwebu wrth i'r ddau dîm gamu'r cae. Glaw neu beidio. Mae'n danllid yma ym Pen-y-bont. Draw ni felly at ein tîmau sylwebu. English language commentary available for this massive finale to the season. Mark Jones, Tommy Morgan, waiting for you. Mae Owain ar ei ffordd i ymuno gyda cyn ymysodwr Cymru, Malcolm Allen, sydd wrth ochr Bryn Thomas.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Bet365 Stadium in Bridgend, where Pen-y-bont play Haverfordwest County in the JD Cymru Premier Europa Play-off final for the 25-26 season. Pen-y-bont finished 6th in the league, Haverfordwest finished 7th, but both teams won their way to the final by winning penalty shootouts against Colwyn Bay and Barry Town. Pen-y-bont will be looking for their first ever play-off final victory, while Haverfordwest will be looking to make history and make it 4 out of 4 victories for the West Walians. So, for both teams, it's one win in the next 90 minutes of penalties to make it into Europe this summer. Alongside me, Tommy Morgan. Tommy, one of the biggest games of the season.
Sides who can hardly anything well between them, to be honest. So it's a massive game this evening.
Yes, there are the two teams. No changes to the Pen-y-bont team from last week, Tom. It's the same 11 who won on penalties up at Colwyn Bay, and one starting change, I think, to Haverfordwest.
Yeah, certainly looks as if Greg Walters will slip into a back three for Tony Pennington's team, and Pen-y-bont have gone with a tried and trusted, and a bit surprised that actually left out Clayton Green from the starting lineup.
Big surprise, that one.
Such a, influential player for them. But, Khan and Venables not amongst the goals this season, so a lot of pressure on both them this evening.
They most probably play with a 3-5-2, Tom, as well. Pritchard, yeah, we've got as a 10 then, but we think it'll be 3-5-2. So it's almost a match-up, Tommy?
Yeah, it's always a game of chess between these two teams, two managers, etc. And, Walters, when he went back into the back three last Sunday, he looked very comfortable, and the whole team looked a bit more comfy playing through. Agree. So,
star men to watch. There's Chris Venables, of course, been Golden Boot scorer 6 times in his career. Only 2 goals so far this season, very surprising. But is he a big match player, Tom?
Well, he's not just a goal scorer. He's a complete footballer. Reads the game really well, defends immaculately when he has to defend, and scores important goals.
And there's another marvellous footballer we're looking at, Corey Shepherd, one of the players of the season in the Cymru Premier, no doubt.
Main orchestra from midfield for Haverfordwest. He dictates the pace of the game for them from that central position, and I'm sure Rhys Griffiths will have a little eye on maybe marking man for man this evening.
John Andrew Jones, 31 years of age, taking the middle. Good luck. Ivan Knott had a great game last week. Penalty save got him through against Barry, and he also made a couple of great saves. And also did Luke Armstrong up at Colwyn Bay. 2 21-year-old goalkeepers, or 19 Luke Armstrong. Great futures.
Yeah, absolutely. Knott, like you said, the one save he made during the game, I think when Hawkins was a brilliant save down to his left-hand side. And obviously Armstrong's done a really good job for Rhys Griffiths.
There's Griff looking on. Had a barren time of late with results, but it's all down to the last game. One win since the break in the season against Llanelli, but it all pales into significance, Tom. This is the 90 minutes to Europe.
Yeah, this is the cup final.
Miles Davis, Pen-y-bont, of course, playing in all blue. Haverfordwest in the change strip of white. As Dylan Rhys fires one wide. A couple of meaty challenges early on there, by the way, especially from Shepherd.
Yeah, no holding back. The players know what's at stake this evening, as that gentleman there.
Tony Pennock, done it, seen it all before, qualifying for Europe, but he knows this game is massive for his club. Great header forward by Dylan Rhys. The head tennis here is at the top standard. That's an Hang on, that was 3-3, I think, Tom, in head tennis for Europe.
Deuce for me.
Well, the conditions, as you can obviously see on screen, the viewers are, shall we say, for me, atrocious. It is pelting down here, but it hasn't stopped the fans turning out. Estimated 1,000 plus here, as Ivan Knott goes long with the kick. Pen-y-bont wins his first headed duel against Jack Clay, and Billy Borge heads it out. Haverfordwest County get the first long throw. Great game last week, Billy.
Yeah, certainly. That last tackle denied Colwyn Bay a goal there. You say sometimes how important goal scorers are, but how important are good defenders, Mark.
Brilliant game last week. Jack Wilson makes his second start of the season, and Jack Wilson is a long throw expert. He lasted about 65 minutes last weekend. Pen-y-bont doing a little bit of dancing in there with Nathan Wood. Ball wet, obviously. It's a great flick on. I think it's Wood who makes a good intervention, but it only goes back. Corner will be given.
There's plenty going on in that penalty area, 6-yard box, Mark. There's his shirt ripped there.
Calls out Jack Clay and Greg Walters. He's tugged him to the floor, and he's tugged the shirt.
Had a little chat as well, didn't he?
Hawkins takes a corner, surprisingly. No in-swinger from Abruzzese. Hawkins in again. Header from Walters. Oh, he's tipped that over. Whether that's going in or... Well, I think he's right, you know. And I think Luke Armstrong knows he gets a tip on this.
Yeah, well worked set piece here from the corner. Walters gets a good head to it.
That's a brilliant save for me, Tom. How about you?
Well, I have to go with the referee. I don't get a touch mark. No, I don't think he deviated the ball really, but good header though.
That's the first disagreement of the argument of the afternoon between the two commentators. It was a corner. Again, Wilson heads forward. Jack Clay playing as a left-sided centre-back. Kennyford hooks it on. Pen-y-bont will chase all the way and gets there.
I did notice last week how much work Pen-y-bont does off the ball, does really well. You know, closes down, makes some good channel runs.
Yeah, I was going through the stats, Tom, and he's sort of gone under the radar the last couple of years, Pen-y-bont. 13 goals this year, I think it was 13 last year. His assists, you know, he's been a good boy for Tony Pennock.
Yeah, he certainly has.
Abruzzese. That was a complete up and under from Abruzzese. Didn't work out. A key figure as the left wing back, Tom, Rhys Abruzzese.
Yeah, certainly gets, you know, down the flank, left-hand flank really well for Tony Pennock's team.
Yeah, it's a Welsh playoff final, so we have to give our congratulations to Newport County. Congratulations on staying in the Football League. Must have been a wonderful experience for the fans and the players this afternoon. Well done, Newport County.
Yeah, superb, especially coming from 1-0 down as well, Mark.
James Crowell, of course, played in the starting 11 this afternoon. He, with an assist, he was playing for Pen-y-bont before Christmas. And Lee Jenkins also was at Newport County last season, playing for Haverfordwest. Not. The rain, as per usual, Tom, will most probably speed the game up on this service.
Yeah, I'd have thought the players would like that, actually. Nice slippery surface.
Kennyford gets it wide. Abruzzese started very high this afternoon so far. Goes back to Carl McCarthy. Must have passed the fitness test with a head injury last week against Barry. Hawkins spreads it wide to Jack Wilson. Shepherd. Wilson whips it across the front. Good intervention from Clay. and looks for Venables with a long ball. It's a bright start from Haverfordwest. Clay knocks it clear. Wilson whips it into the middle and it's headed away by Borge. Dylan Rhys goes long, just puts it into the area again. He'll run through to Luke Armstrong.
So, quite interesting for me, Mark. You know, from the setup, how the Pen-y-bont don't seem to be able to get players forward quick enough to support Khan and Venables at the moment.
It's a total different start for Haverfordwest, Tom, to last week. We remember, oh, it's a great header. When they started last week, Haverfordwest, I don't think they came out to their own half for 10 minutes.
No,
and they
well,
were 1 goal down, and Yaya Owen missed a chance to make it 2.
Yeah, that first 20 minutes was horrendous from Haverfordwest, to be fair. And, you know, they held on, and that's what it's all about.
And beat a good Barry team. Jenkins and company down at Barry have had a good season, won the League Cup. Unfortunately, never made it towards the playoff final. Miles Davies, the advantage of going downhill with this throw. Flicked on, it's a great flick on from Venables. You're looking for a number 10 there, Tom. Great ball in from Jones. Walters back in the centre half spot. Clay to Zetkovic. The blocks from Rhys. Nathan Wood in that unfamiliar left back wing role again. Clay. Ben Amoun getting the header away in his own box. Wood. Ash Baker playing in the centre of midfield. Borge, first time in the game. 8 minutes in, the Pen-y-bont get their foot on the ball and playing at their own pace. Clay. Venables hooks it forward, it's knocked out by Carl McCarthy. Rhys Griffiths looking on. Haven't scored plenty of goals of late. It's been 4 games since Pen-y-bont have scored a goal. That is a long period in football.
Certainly is, Mark, yeah.
4 full 90s. Miles Davies has played every minute, I think, of the season for Pen-y-bont, which is amazing. Jack Clay. Nathan Wood hooks the cross forward. Miles Davies with the header. It's a good first win. Venables is there, he's onside. Venables! 1-0 Venables! He scored 2 all season, but the big player turns up on the big day and makes it 1-0 to Pen-y-bont. Chris Venables gets a goal. Pen-y-bont 1, Haverfordwest County 0. And by the way, what a great knockdown.
Yeah, Khan. They've struggled in aerially already, Haverfordwest, against Khan and Venables, and that's what they lined up their Wood with that early cross. Gives it plenty of air, and then that first win, and then second win, but it looks as if he was, well, a yard offside there. No other defender.
Just really does look offside. There's no flag going up, and there is no VAR. The goal sticks. Venables gets it under control and rifles it into the back of the net, and Pen-y-bont are 1-0 ahead.
Yeah. Khan did really well there because he attacked the ball, came across the defender, so the defender didn't know he was coming. But accomplished finish as usual from Venables.
An early goal from a neutral point of view is everything you want in a big cup final like this. Venables drives forward. Good intervention by Jack Wilson.
Got to say though, Mark, it looked at least, I mean, it wasn't even close. It looked a couple of yards off. I'm sure when Tony sees that, he won't be very happy.
Rhys. And the great thing, the funny thing about the goal, Tom, was it wasn't the greatest cross ever from Nathan Wood, was it? He sort of, you know, he mishit the cross, and Miles Davies just won the first header.
Yeah, they won the two important headers, didn't they?
Yeah.
The second one from Khan just went into the path of Venables, and he finished, but question mark there about that gentleman there.
Wilson, early goal in the 2025-26 Euro Play-off final. Pen-y-bont 1, Haverfordwest County 0. They came back from a goal behind last week. Haverfordwest, they have to come back again. Strong tackle. Baker really goes in hard on Shepherd there, and Shepherd's aware of it.
Meaty. Ooh, that was a bit late, wasn't it? Oof.
That's a yellow in any game. Well, in any game, that's a yellow.
He's off his feet, Mark.
Yeah, definitely. Khan putting pressure on McCarthy. Amoun gets it forward. Only a minute before we were talking about Pen-y-bont not scoring a goal in the last 4 games, Tom.
Yeah.
Venables
comes up with the goods.
Keeps the commentators quiet. Superb kick from Luke Armstrong. McCarthy with the header. Certainly get the home crowd behind him now.
Certainly only 13 minutes gone, Mark, and plenty of controversy already.
Well, I'm sure there'll be plenty of chat about it at half-time. Owen Tudor-Jones and Dylan Ebenezer will go through it. But it won't mean nothing, Tom, because the score's 1-0. Clay with the header. Dylan Rhys arrives a little bit late. That's about the 3rd or 4th incident in the game so far. No team are holding back, Tom.
There's plenty going on out there. Plenty of words being told to the referee. There's Dylan Rhys there. The challenge just comes across.
It's definitely late. He's missed the ball in mid-air, and it's a late challenge. John Andrew Jones in the middle. John B.B. Bryant, Harry Hendricks on the touchlines, and Ryan Kenny is the 4th official. Owen Pritchard to take the free kick. Borge most probably the target. Runs out of play, just too much on the kick.
The way things are going, Mark, I can't see this game going that long without a few yellow cards, and maybe even a red.
That's one I will not argue against you with, Tom. Because it started well, it started passionately, there's a goal already. And there's a lot of 50-50s. Wilson tries to spread the play. Shepherd. Abruzzese knocks it to the far post. Nathan Wood again, tracking well. Wilson on the edge. Baker. It's a great ball. Offside this time. Khan just straying into the offside. Just in a bit earlier.
Yeah, linesman definitely got that one right.
Ivan Knott to take the kick. Ben Amoun, the main man up top with the aerial ability. Not. Amoun, Borge, took back inside by Ludvigsson. Baker, great close down by Shepherd. Kennyfoot gets the header in. McCarthy. That's 2 weeks running, Tom. They've let in an early goal, Haverfordwest. I know they're very, very durable, but you just like to make that better start, don't you? An early goal always upsets the rhythm. Kennyfoot tries to put it in behind for Jack Wilson. Nathan Wood in the left wing back role again. There's Pennock.
Well, two wingers really up against each other there, Mark. Both not known for their defensive qualities, that's for sure.
Haverfordwest have not beaten Pen-y-bont at home since 2015 in a League Cup match. Overall head-to-head between the teams, they played 18. Pen-y-bont have won 12. 3 draws and Haverfordwest have won 3. So Pen-y-bont are ahead in the winning department. Abuzazi, the rain again, arriving, coming down with force. Haven't picked out where Hawkins is playing yet, Tom, have you? He's appearing, you know, at right, at left, and he's just drifting at the moment. Key player if he can get on the ball, by the way.
Yeah, set up that equaliser for Greg Walters last Sunday with some delightful footwork in the penalty area. Haven't seen him here the penalty area yet, though.
Miles Davis. Venables gets the header inside. Kennyfoot, high kick, definitely given against Owen Pritchard. This time last year, Haverfordwest defeated Carnarvon in wonderful sunshine down in West Wales. 3-1 on the day. Ben Fawcett was one of the players playing that day, Tom. Ben, now playing in Australia.
He's got a bit of sunshine out there as well.
I should imagine so. Not. Ben Amoun with the header. Heads it out for a throw to Pen-y-bont. Dugout full of players. Johan Phillips has got a couple of goals so far this season. Clayton Green captained the team for most of the season up until the last couple of games. Davis, Miles Davis. Venables. Dylan Rhys putting it in the mixer. If Haverfordwest are going to carry on going as long as that all the time, Tom, for me, they have to play 2 up top. Because if Amoun's going to win the first flick, there's nobody getting in behind. And I have to be honest, they've gone longer than I've seen them for a while this afternoon so far. As Ethan Kahn again closing the centre half down.
He's got that extra bit of pace, hasn't he, Kahn? Put defenders under a bit of pressure.
Just gives you no time to relax on the ball, does he? I mean, he hasn't been amongst the goals since a move, but I think he's impressed Griffiths and his coaching staff with his work rate. Foul off the ball again. Ben Amoun on Miles Davis.
I think it's difficult for the referee, it's difficult to Ben Amoun because people are grabbing your shirts, they're grabbing each other's shirts, the referee lets it go, then he pulls the foul up, so, you know, getting the consistency from the referee is the key there. Yeah, either he nips it in the bud and there's no holding it at all.
People have been crying out for that, haven't they, this season from corners in the Premier League. Pritchard. aerially, I don't think there's any doubt Pen-y-bont will have the advantage with the likes of Borge, Venables,
Khan as well.
Yeah, Khan's a tall lad. And it goes into a decent area, goalie stays. Hooked away by Amoon, it's a good clearance. Baker. Wood. Skips past Amoon, goes to the byline. It's a great cross in, chance. Venables gets the header off. I think he's going to be disappointed he hasn't kept that on target, by the way, because that's a great cross by Nathan Wood.
Yeah, superb. Just took Amoon on down this left-hand side. Left him for pace. Gets it on his left foot there. Looks up. Delightful cross. Yes, and you're right. Venables, for me, probably Chris Venables arrived a little bit too early there.
Surprised not to see him headed down, Tom.
Yeah, because he got there a little bit too soon.
Great ball. Half a chance, no doubt at all. Ivan Knott to take the goal kick. 21 minutes on the clock in a 25-26 Europa League playoff final. Borge, Wilson puts it forward. Jack Clay will get the free kick. He was closed down by Hawkins. It's an unusual one, dragging your centre-half out from the centre-half spot to take a throw-in.
Yeah, but to be fair, Mark, he gets it up, 30 metres up the pitch.
Yeah, definitely, that's why he was out there.
Yeah, 30 metres up the pitch, yeah.
Venables, by the way, we said he scored 2 goals this season so far. He's also, that was his 247th goal in 581 games, and he's played half of them as a midfielder.
Certainly a brilliant record.
Wilson, Hawkins. Again, it's just knocked forward. They haven't got their football rhythm going so far, Haverfordwest. Would you agree?
Yeah, certainly haven't had their passing game. Very similar to last Sunday's performance so far, Mark.
Wood plays it out. Jack Wilson. Kyle McCarthy gives it away again. Khan will close down the centre-back. McCarthy with a second chance. There's that press again from Khan. What's put pressure on him?
Yeah, but to be fair, Mark, nobody's offering McCarthy, a pass, a choice of a pass. And the distribution, from defenders so far has been poor, from the Haverfordwest ones.
We mentioned it a few times, Tom, over the last couple of weeks in the semi-finals, and 280,000 euros to the winner of today's game going into Europe, which is a fantastic amount.
Certainly worth playing for, Mark, that's for sure. And a chance also of getting in the next round. We certainly need those co-efficiency points.
Miles Davis, long throw down the line. Venables gets the flick. Again, hooked forward. Amoon wins the duel with Borge this time, but it drops to Miles Davis. Baker. Baker has started well in that holding role in midfield so far. That's why I think Dan Hawkins has been quiet in the 10 slot. He hasn't shook him off at all yet.
Yeah, and the player we spoke about before the game, Shepherd, has not had any influence this game so far, Mark.
Well, and you did say to me, Tom, before the start, I wonder if anybody will mark him almost man-to-man. And I have noticed that Sekovic is getting pretty close to him. McCarthy, Abruzzese. Good battle between Abruzzese and Miles Davis. Hawkins. Davis makes the block. Hooks it forward. Well kept in by Hawkins. It's a great ball to Shepherd, just bouncing around the area. Good intervention by Jack Clay. Venables. It's a dream ball for someone with the pace.
Oh, he's in here.
Venables on the edge. Will he get the shot off or will he try to pass it? He passes it. Wood could make it 2-0. Oh, it's a great last-ditch tackle by Dan Hawkins, who a moment ago was playing the number 10 up the other end. Very, very important tackle. I'm sure the replay will show it.
That was a vital intervention there, Mark.
Not. Dylan Rhys. 3 previous playoffs Haverfordwest County have been in and got to Europe every time. Pen-y-bont haven't got to Europe through the playoffs, so it'll be a first time for them. Walters switched from midfield to centre half. Could be a key part of this game because he usually puts himself around in midfield, Greg Walters.
Yeah, I think they've missed his energy in the middle of the park. Calm, showing his pace down that right-hand side. Good vision, good support play from Venables. And Venables, he knew that Wood was there. And then, I think this tackle here.
2 tackles, in fact, from Hawkins. He goes to ground, so it's very important.
Yeah, certainly very timely.
Just gets the ball, by the way, and the second one.
Yeah.
Abruzzese takes the shot on, wide of the mark. Loves a shot from that type of area, the wing-back. Has 5 goals so far this season.
I think possibly he should have slipped in Shepherd, who'd made a good run on his left-hand side there. Abruzzese. Hawkins has been very busy for Tony Pennock.
Pennock looking at his watch. Lost some key players at the end of last season, by the way. They lost Lee Jenkins, they lost Luke Tabone, Jacob Owen and Zach Jones all left. And found it hard this season, but then made the second half of the season look wonderful with 8 wins out of 10.
Yeah, the thing is, Mark, I don't think they really strengthened, did they? They didn't really get people in.
No, they sort of
to
brought
replace
people from within, didn't
yes,
they?
Yeah.
And made the playoffs. Free kick against Venables for the push on Walters. Ivan Knott to take the kick. Pouring with rain at Pen-y-bont. But it's not pouring for Pen-y-bont at the moment. It's sun shining. They're 1-0 ahead with a Chris Venables goal. Not goalkeeper. He did it a few times last week as well. He looks a promising goalkeeper. Luke Armstrong, Cardiff City. Montpellier versus the Dragons tomorrow, 12 o'clock on S4C. Good luck to the Dragons. Make it a good weekend for Newport. Hawkins. Baker gives the free kick away in midfield.
Plenty of shirt pull in there by Hawkins.
Dylan Rhys. Well, Davies. Free kick on the edge again. Baker, that's about his 3rd or 4th free kick so far. He's walking a tight line. Referee calls him over. Yeah, and he does produce a yellow. He says to him, I think he's holding the fingers up, look. I'll give you 3 or 4 chances. Yellow card.
Yeah. No complaints there, I think, from Ash Baker.
No, and it just looks too far away from goals.
Little chat with Shepherd there, though.
Yeah, there's a little more to go on between them two in this game with an hour to go. I think you can keep your eyes firmly on that one. Abruzzese and Hawkins over the ball. Walters and Amoun will be the two main targets aerially. Hawkins headed away by Miles Davies. Miles Davies is a right back, Tom, has the heading ability of a centre back. Would you agree?
Yes, certainly this evening he's won everything in the air.
And Nathan Wood was really slow. Oh, big chance for 2-0! Oh, what a chance! An unbelievable chance for Owain Pritchard. And could that cost Pen-y-bont? That was what you call, Tom. That is a 90-10 chance, if you're asking me. Never mind a 50-50.
That was a gilt-edge opportunity, Mark. Another great ball from Nathan Wood. Bit of cumbersome defending there. And he should have scored there without a shadow of a doubt.
I think the goal, the camera behind makes it look even easier. That has to go in for 2-0. What a chance for Pritchard.
He said last Sunday, Mark, missing those opportunities. Barry came back to pinch them.
Yeah, I was just going to say that myself, Tom. You need, they're big moments in the game, massive moments.
You don't get too many 1v1s with the keeper, do you? And plenty of times under no kind of pressure.
And he's a cultured player too.
Yeah.
You'd expected him. We all expected him to score. With that type of miss, Tom, and the start they've made, do you think Tony Penner could sort of take the 1-0 again at half-time? The way the game has gone?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, 100%, Mark.
Just leans on the shoulder. Referee gives the kick. Noah Daly sits on the bench for Pen-y-bont. He's their top scorer with 11 goals. Walters. Jack Clay's done well since the kick-off in our left-sided centre-half. He hasn't lost a header yet. Strong tackle from Nathan Wood.
Yeah, Wood's worked really hard.
Wilson. Only one body in the box if it goes in. Doesn't reach it, it's hooked away by Borge. Abruzzese. Kyle McCarthy throws a dummy to Khan. Baker intervenes, the break's on. Hounded down by Haverfordwest players. Shepherd. Every time Shepherd gets the ball, he's being closed down.
Yeah, somebody's onto him straight away.
3 bodies in the 18-yard box waiting for it now, but again, Venables works extremely hard off the ball, and his side end up getting a throw in.
Tony Pennock looks a little bit frustrated himself with his team so far, doesn't he? Things aren't quite going for them.
Yeah, if they're going to win it, Tom, they're going to win it the hard way again.
Yeah, but I think you mentioned the press, but Pen-y-bont's press has been superb. They've all worked together and made it really difficult for Haverfordwest to get out.
Walters. Sometimes you change position, Tom, and you go, and he might be watching this game, seeing a little bit of 50-50s going on in midfield, and I bet he's missing that, because he's that type of player. Ludvigsen. Hawkins. Shepherd. Spreads the ball wide. Abruzzese up against Miles Davies. Davies with a great block. McCarthy. Opts to go back. Walters. Wood. Venables. It's 3 against 2. Khan. Will he take the run on? Khan. Misguides his pass. Only puts it wide. Not the greatest of passes. Neither was that from Kyle McCarthy. A very unusual. Miles Davies. Back post. Venables will be favourite there. Keeper collects. Every time that ball gets crossed, Venables is red-hot favourite to get his head on it.
Yeah, and Khan, he's good in the aerial battles as well. Lovely back heel by Pritchard there to Miles Davies, who hangs it up there for Venables to get his head on it.
Wood heads it forward, Dylan Rhys. Not. They're having their best spell maybe since the beginning of Haverfordwest. They're seeing a lot of the ball, but as per yet, I haven't asked any questions at the other end, Tom.
No, keepers had nothing to do, Mark.
Both teams playing with a 3-5-2 combination. Abruzzese again, seeing plenty of the ball his side.
The thing is, Mark, they haven't got past Miles Davies to get to the byline to get a full across back.
Yeah, still one of the top fullbacks in this league, Kennyford. Amoun gets it across, just too far. And Wood again in his new wing-back role, defending pretty well, you know.
It's a bit better attacking-wise there from Haverfordwest, though.
Yeah, a decent cross. There's that long ball again. Borge competes with Amoun and Ludvigsen. We talked about Borge, Tom. He does go for every ball, but Griffiths knows that he's being swept around both times by Ludvigsen and Clay. That's what he plays the three centre-halves for. Walters. Flicked on. Oh, big chance for Hawkins. Can Hawkins get a shot off? Hawkins, what a shot! Just wide of the target. He has the ability if he gets in the right areas, Hawkins.
Yeah, done well there. Worked it on his left foot. Lovely little flick on. Here by him. Pritchard, was it? But yeah, good effort, Mark.
Superb effort. It might look better from behind the goals. Flashes it across the front. Beats the goalkeeper. Just wide of the mark. Pinnacle want to see more of that from Dan Hawkins, who made the assist for the equaliser last week against Barry.
Certainly a danger when he gets in and around the penalty area.
Yeah, was at Hull City, I think, with Tony Pennock for a couple of seasons. And there's Corey Shepherd. The camera undoubtedly scanning on him because he is Haverfordwest's usual kingpin in midfield. Khan against Abruzzese. Abruzzese with the header. Shepherd hooks it forward. Borge. It's onside. Goes to ground and get the free kick. It's just a barge from behind by Ludvigsen on Owain Jones. Came off the bench last week, Tom, and really put in a good shift. He hasn't been in the game as yet since the start.
No, I think sometimes it's really difficult for a striker. He's trying to play off Ben Amoun, and you know, you've got to keep making runs, and sometimes he doesn't go for you.
Free kick in a decent area. Kyle Kenneford will take it. He'll whip it across with his right foot. Two men in the wall. Khan and Pritchard in the wall. One in the wall now. That's a pretty deep back line. They're on the edge of their 6-yard box, you know. Whipped across the front. Oh. It's the post from a deflection from Ash Baker. Second time the ball's hit the post in the game. Whipped back in by Shepherd as well. And no offside given. Well, what an equaliser that would have been.
I think it was Hawkins, was it?
It's the free kick's Kennyford with a free kick. It's whipped by the defender, Ash Baker.
Yeah.
Gets away with it. Yeah. No chance for the goalkeeper. 40 minutes on the clock. Pen-y-bont winning 1-0 against Haverfordwest County. 25-26. JD European Play-off final. Davis. Khan. Walters with the tackle. Walters sends it forward. Borge again the favourite to head it away. Zetkovic against Shepherd in midfield. You can almost hear the managers from the side. Kennyford. That's into an area for runners. Amoon will do well to get there. Puts the pressure on Borge and gets out. Great work from Ben Amoon. Shepherd pulls it across the front. Hawkins, great defending from Ludvigsen. Really did well to close Hawkins down because he changed his feet really quickly on the edge of the box.
Yeah, best move of the game so far from Haverfordwest.
Just edging their way back in this game, Tom, big time, just before half-time. Whether they get a goal or not before half-time, that was a big miss by Pritchard, which could cost them. Goes to ground, Walters. He had to make the tackle once he went to ground.
Yeah, and just seeing the setup here. A little touch back by Owen Jones there. Could have played in. Good block though.
Yeah, Luke Wilson, very good block. Abuzazi in view. Nathan Wood. It was interesting, Tom, to see Wood because he has played, as you know, for the last 3 or 4 seasons as an out-and-out left winger. And when you change your position, you know, instead of running sprints of 20 to 30 yards, maybe 40 yards as a winger, you're doing 80 yarders all the game. And he's adapted well the last couple of games.
Yes, but, you know, he should do. He's a fit young lad, isn't he? He's got good energy about him.
Yeah, started the season with Newport County, or last season. Miles Davis to take the throw in. They're 1-0 ahead, Pen-y-bont, with 2 minutes of the second half to go. Looked offside. Corner given. Just looked in the offside position then Cam when the header was flicked on. We may get another show of it here.
But showing good strength there though from the big man, Ethan Khan.
How important is this, by the way? With a minute of the first 45, Pen-y-bont 1, Haverfordwest 0. A second goal could be vital now with half-time approaching. Outswinger from Pritchard. Borge and Venables will be on the 18 waiting for it. Ash Baker again. He's had a yellow, he has to be careful. Pritchard. One arm up. Sends a sign. Flicks it to the front. Keeper collects. One arm up is usually near post. He's just beaten Venables. Walters. McCarthy plays it back to Walters. Dylan Rhys wants the ball out wide. Gets it. Venables closes him down. Rhys into Kennyford. Pritchard with a good tackle in midfield. There. Zetkovic goes down. He went down last week and got brought off. He's gone down again.
He just give a sign to the...
Yeah, he shook his head. I could see it, Tom. Could mean a straight swap for me. Clayton Green for Zetkovic.
Well, that would be the obvious one.
I don't think they'll... Do you think they'll make a swap with 30 minutes to go to half-time, Tom?
No.
Just having words there with Dylan Rhys, the referee. But overall, Tommy, in the first 45 minutes, there is Clayton Green. Strong player.
Well, he's the kind of character you need in the team.
Well, it's been going quite a little bit physical, the game so far, so Clayton will add to that.
I'm sure he's a strong contender to get a yellow card. That's for sure. And not for 1 minute am I saying he's a dirty player, but he's a very competitive player.
Yeah. We were speaking to his father earlier on, who was also a very competitive and wonderful player.
Yeah, superb
player, Phil Green.
Yeah.
Sekovic goes off. Clayton Green comes on 30 seconds before half-time. And he'll be full of running in the second period. He is one of the fitter midfielders in the league, so I don't think it'll be a massive downgrade in midfield. In fact, Clayton Green, one of the top midfielders in this league. Tommy, first 45 minutes, almost up with the minute added on. 1-0 advantage to Pen-y-bont. Have they earned it?
Just about, I think, yes. Looked a bit more dangerous than Haverfordwest. Haverfordwest come back into the game, but not a lot to choose between the teams.
Except one goal scored by Chris Venables after 15 minutes of the game. Pen-y-bont 1, Haverfordwest County 0. And if anything, the one massive other chance went to Owain Pritchard.
Yeah, and obviously they hit the post with that Arsebaker slash defensively.
McCarthy.
So still plenty to play for in the second period, though.
Oh, plenty to play for. There goes the whistle. John Andrew Jones blows the final whistle of the first half at the Bet365 Stadium. A goal by Chris Venables gives Pen-y-bont a 1-0 advantage at half-time. Look forward to see you again in the second half.
Croes yn ôl ato ni, gêm fawr, y gêm i gyrraedd Ewrop, a mae wedi bod yn frwydr a hanner fan hyn. Ym Pen-y-bont, a nhw sydd ar y blaen, Chris Venables, wrth gwrs Chris Venables, mae'n ddadleuol. Yr unig gol sy'n gwahanu y ddau dîm. Holford wedi dechrau dyn ôl mewn iddi, erbyn diwedd yr hanner cyntaf yna. Ond dyna chi, dyna'r sgôr. A'r tîm cartre yn gobeithio mai away yn Ewrop fyddan nhw ar ôl hyn i gyd. Owain Tudur-Jones wedi camu lawr o'r pwynt sylwebu, ail ymuno dyn ni. A diw'r glaw, mae dal yn glaw yn drwm. Dim newid y gwbl yn y tywyd. Ond mae'n gêm a hanner fan hyn. Ni'n mynd syth mewn i weld y digwyddiadau. A'r prif ddigwyddiad, wrth gwrs, yw'r gol. Dyna sy'n ennill gemau, wrth gwrs, a Chris Venables. Ond. Mae yna ond, Owain. Mae yna
ond i ddechrau, be oedden ni'n drafod cyn y gêm, moment. A Chris Venables sydd wedi troi fyny efo y foment. Ond yr onglau da ni'n weld, mae'n cam sefyll. Sam pwynt mynd i fewn iddo fo normodol, mae o'n gang gymeriad. Ti jyst yn gweld ar yr ochr fanna Dylan Rhys, y capten, mae o bron yn stopio, ddylech chi byth stopio na, ond mae o'n meddwl bod hon mor amlwg, mae'n sbio'r draws y llinell ac yn deud, come on, lle mae'r flag? Achos i ddechrau, o'n i'n meddwl, mae Abruzzi wedi cael ei fwlio yn fama gen Chris Venables. Mae di deud, oi, fi di'r dadi yn fama, aros di'n fanna, met. A mae hynna'n wir, ond i Abruzzi, mae o di cael ei hymon sefyllfa lle mae'n gadael yr ymysodwr yn cam sefyll, felly be da ni'n obeithio rwan ydy bod yna fwy o goliau un ffordd neu'r llall fel mae dim honna ydy'r unig foment, achos i gangymeriad benderfynu pwy sy'n chwarae'n Ewrop, sy'n yna'n drist.
Diddorol clywed chi'n sôn am ambell i dacl yn ystod sylwebeth. Mae yna un blwyddyn, dechreuodd, mwy neu lai, o'r gic gyntaf, mae Shepherd a Baker wedi bod yn mynd ben.
Yndi, a da ni'n gweld yn gynnar yn fama, Baker yn ganol cae yn barod i dderbyn y bel, ia, a Shepherd reit yn ei wynaf bo. Felly mae yna just, ti'n gwybod, mae yna un yn mynd i fewn, ti'n meddwl, oce, mae un yn mynd i fod yn ddifyr, a mae yna i bod yn gystadleuol, a hwn yn rhyw 50-50 yn dydi. Di o'n efo 50-50. Ddim o gwbl. Mae o'n deud, oi, dwi ddim yn cymryd dim un cam yn ôl yn fama. A Shepherd, chwarae teg, nôl ar ei draed. Mae'n dacl dda. Da ni'n cwyno, da ni'n deud, ond sbio ar hyn. Mae o'n deud, oi, mae gen i lot o amser, mae'n 80 munud yn weddill. Dwi'n mynd i anghofio honna. A dyna pam, dwi a Malcs fyny fanna yn sbio ar y ddau yna. Bron yn gobeithio fod y bel yn mynd yn agos rhwngthyn nhw i weld beth ddigwyddith nesaf.
Ti wedi bod ar ganol y cap a mae tacl fel am yn mewn, mae'n gallu gwneud gwahaniaeth.
Yndi, ond be nes i deimlodd bod Shepherd nath o adael iddo fo effeithio gêm o, nath o'n gweld y bel am 20 munud. Felly dwi'n gwybod os gath o chydig bach o'r red mist yma, lle mae hwn, dwi eisiau dargedu fo. Ac i Pen-y-bont, mae hynna'n berffaith, achos Shepherd ydy'r dyn sy'n gallu rheoli gêm. Mae rhaid iddo fo anghofio am hynna, os mae'r foment yn dod a mae'n gallu cael un yn ôl. Gret, os ddim, chwarae'r gêm. Ac ennill y gêm, a fysa hynna'n blasu'n well na ennill tacl, dwi'n meddwl. Fe
allai fod yn fwy na un i ddim. Pen-y-bont i cael sawl cyfle. O, allai dylai fod yn fwy.
Ddyliau di fod yn ddwy. Ti'n gweld yn fama, o'n i'n deud, Nathan Wood yn sylwi, dwi'n ebyn Ben y Moon yn fama. Tara, boi. Achos dyma ydy'n nghyfder i yn mynd heibio am ddiffynwyr. Heb sôn am ymysodwr, mae'r croesiad yn un dda, ac yr unig syndod ydy bod Venables yn methu'r targed. Achos mae o di gwneud bywoliaeth ar y lefel yma'n sgorio'r math yna gol. Ac yn fama, am ddiffyn Holford ar chwal, gormod o fwlch, y bel yn bownsio, a ti'n gweld fel ymysodwr wedyn. Come on, efo'r cae yn llithrig, a mae Pritchard just iawn yn gwneud bob dim yn iawn. Mae mor agos â hynna i... Sa'r gen ddim drosodd dwy gol i ddim, ond mae hon yn agos i fod yn fynydd i Holford oro dringo.
Na'r bel yn taro llaw hefyd, cyn taro'r postyn. Reit, un i ddim i Pen-y-bont fan hyn. Ni'n mynd draw at Sioned nesaf. Ni'n methu cael gêm ôl ar tymor, heb cael sgwrs gyda Mark Jones na gen i. Mae Jonah lawr o'r pwynt sylwebu gyda Sioned.
Diolch, Jonah. Diolch, Dylan. Hello, Jonah. I mean, what an intriguing first half of football that was. What did you make of it?
Yeah, very tight first half. We thought it was going to be tight, but you know, the man who comes to the big occasion turned up. Chris Venables, he's had a lean season, 2 goals so far. Who scores the opener in the biggest game of the season? Chris Venables. You know, you could half expect something like that to happen in this game.
Chris Venables, the man of the moment so far in this game, but Jonah, was it offside? What do you think?
Looking at it, I think first at time it's tight, but it could be offside. You know, that's down to the you know, we haven't got VAR. I got Tommy Morgan, and that's no VAR. But it's, you know, it could have been offside. It looks a little bit offside, to be honest.
Who needs VAR when you've got Tommy Morgan, Jonah? Right, it's been a big, big day for some of the Welsh clubs in the EFL today. Newport County surviving on the final day, beating Barrow by 2-1. Harrogate losing, which meant that Newport stayed up. I mean, it's been such a difficult season for them, but that is great news for the club and for Welsh football.
That's the best piece of Welsh football news we've had, in a long time. Cardiff going up, Swansea have had a good season. Wrexham unlucky today. Wrexham will, but they've had a great season. But for Newport to stay in the Football League, it's great for our league as well, because we had a couple of people who've gone to them. Lee Jenkins, James Kroll, and I'm really pleased for them. They got Football League to look ahead to next season. Well done, Newport County.
Yeah, of course, Lee Jenkins, former Haverfordwest, James Kroll, former Pen-y-bont. How important is it, Jonah, that, those players, that they stay in the FL and that they get those experiences, and that it shows that the pathway from the Cymru Prem to that next level is there?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely vital that we got a club like Newport County for them to go, and it's great for Newport to take them on, and they really have done well. Will Evans playing today against Cardiff City, another player who's left our league a couple of years ago. So progress, let's hope there's more progress from our league, because at times the football can be special, and that's why they're getting picked up.
Now, what about this second half, Jonah? How do you think Haverfordwest can get back into it? Because they had a really strong opening first 5 minutes, but they just look a little lost out there.
Yeah, we must remember they've been there and done it before. They've been behind. They were behind last week at Barry. Barry had a great start, could have won the game in the first 20 minutes. But Pennock's a wise character. He's a wise character in the dugout. He won't panic. They're still in the game. They're very much in the game. They hit the post, to get 1-1. So it wouldn't be surprised to see him come back into it. It's anyone's game still.
Well, Jonah, we've loved chatting with you. Diolch yn fawr, thank you very much. Amser am egwyl fer iawn fan hyn, ond pidwch mynd unrhyw le, achos mae'r ail hanner i ddod ar ôl yr egwyl.
Croes yn ôl, i'ch atgoffa chi, gêm I gyrraedd Ewrop. Mae'n enfawr, a mae Pen-y-bont ar y blaen. Nôl â ni at ein tîm sylwebu.
Welcome back to the Dragonbet Stadium in Bridgend, where Pen-y-bont are 1-0 ahead against Haverfordwest County in the 25-26 Europa League Play-off final. The man in view, 40-year-old Chris Venables, is the man who scored the goal. Can Haverfordwest come back in the second period? Tommy Morgan?
Yeah, definitely. Game still there to be won, that's for sure.
No changes, by the way, at half-time, just to let you know. As Jack Clay knocks it long to Jack Wilson of Haverfordwest. He gets it wide to Kyle McCarthy. McCarthy to Ben Amoun. Kai Ludvigsen gets it away. Oh, and Pritchard puts it out of play. Griffiths. Rhys Griffiths with the throw in. I think it was 10 minutes into the second half last week when they scored their equaliser. Oh, it's a great ball from Amoun. Shepherd gets a shot off, strikes it. Not hardly any backlift. It's a great shot from Shepherd. It's just not on target. Shows the ability he has, Tom.
Yeah, Ben Amoun done really well there to get the ball to him. But good strike from Shepherd. I don't think the keeper saw it all the way, didn't he?
I think he would have been key in the half-time team talk. Can we get our troops going in midfield and start to dominate this game?
Yeah, possibly in the first half, Mike, he got too involved with Ash Baker.
Yeah, take your point, and
especially that one tackle Baker did on him. He's possibly looking for a bit of revenge afterwards.
Yeah, and may have put him off his normal footballing passing game. Miles Davis headed away by Dylan Rhys.
See, both teams probably looking for a good start to the second period.
Well, after such a dreadful run, having one win in their last 19 games, Pen-y-bont, and that was against Llanelli by 1-0, to make Europe would be an incredible turnaround. It has to be a free kick. It's almost a rugby tackle, and the referee judged it only because the linesman has intervened. Has to be a free kick if we get a replay of this.
The referee didn't give a foul.
Didn't give a foul. Kyle McCarthy sends forward his fellow centre-backs, Dylan Rhys. And he's pounced in there. First header, second header. No fouls. It's a corner. Ben Amoun with the second header. A lot of the players start to revolve around the referee. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see once again.
I think initially you're looking for a foul.
Owen Jones is down.
Amoun, yeah, it's a head injury there.
It's a great ball in. Goes over Amoun.
No, it's not
no foul. No foul for me. He's just caught up in a tangle 6 yards away from goal. You have to make the challenge there. And if anything, again, it's a robust challenge from Ludvigsen, but it's a good defensive challenge.
Yeah, fair play to Borge and Amoun. They look as if they could really go on the dance floor together, can't they?
Avruzesi to swinging in swinging free kick in. As Owen Jones with a knock to the head. Pennock will be looking on.
Just looking at both benches, Mark, seems to me as if Pen-y-bont have got a much stronger...
They're loaded up with more experience, Tommy, on the bench, definitely. Owen Jones goes off for the corner. And it's one-on-one up top. Abruzzi to swing it in. Decent corner with pace on it. Great headed away. Superb headed away by the right wing back. Comes centre half. Miles Davies once again. In these type of games, Tom, this is a European final qualifier. You're looking for players to produce what they usually produce. And the people like Miles Davies are doing it so far. Just as steady as always. Great throw in from Wilson. Kept in by Armstrong.
Yeah, he's the skipper. He's skipper for the reason, Mark.
Yeah, definitely. Davies. Can with the first header. Is headed back by Kennyford to Ivan Knott. It's been a wonderful season again in the Cymru Premier. TNS champions, Cup winners Carnarvon Town, League Cup winners Barry Town. The last so-called silverware. There is silverware for this, Tom. And there's also, as we mentioned in the first half, 280,000 euros. And a couple of wonderful days in Europe. I mean, luckily enough, a couple of us have been there. And they're great occasions. It's not the worst ball forward. Ludvigsen again heads away. Baker. Miles Davies knocks it forward. It's a good start to the second period from Haverfordwest. Clayton Green, nobody in front to knock it to, so he just knocks it wide to Nathan Wood. Wood is enjoying his battle out there against Wilson. Switches play. Won the greatest ball from Nathan Wood. Oh, Borge tries to knock it in behind. He just gets away with that, Billy Borge.
Yeah, I think he lost a heartbeat or two there. You can just see a little bit of panic in his face there.
Amoun just wasn't close enough to the ball. He almost read it, but just didn't get it in time. Hawkins. Ludvigsen knocks it clear. So the first 6 or 7 minutes of the second half have been dominated by Haverfordwest possession. Again, there's a little bit of language coming on screen. We have to apologise for that from the sidelines. How that is given as a throw-in to Pen-y-bont is incredible.
Unbelievable. No wonder Tony Pennock is frustrated.
Well, we did talk about VAR at half-time, Tom, but even we didn't need that then. That was definitely wrong. Shepherd in space in midfield. Great ball wide to Wilson. Wilson. Can Wilson take on Nathan Wood? Wood. If he lets it go behind, has to be a corner. That's excellent. He'll cause himself trouble in the end, though. Dylan Rhys. Game a little bit scrappy at the moment, Tommy. There's not that much quality out there. There's a 2-on-2, by the way. Will close down the goalkeeper. Not. He did well because the ball arrived at an awkward angle. He did really well. Clayton Green with the header. Hawkins.
Thing is, with Wilson, you know he's not up to speed at the moment, is he? Playing wise,
yeah,
it's just.
And he is absolutely blowing. No, only his second start in 18 months. Could be I should imagine there could be a change that way in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Forge again with a long throw from centre back. Chance here, the race is on.
Miles Davies did really well there.
Davies did really well. It was Ludvigsen with the first intervention. O'Can wins a header. Shepherd It's it wide. McCarthy scrapping for the ball. Shepherd gets his body in the way. He'll get the free kick. And it's taken quickly by Hawkins. Abruzzese. Well,
it's another wasted.
It's a wasted ball. It might count as an attempt on target, I don't know, but it was a wasted ball.
Denham not happy with that.
Nah, they need to give him a bit better service. Hawkins. Khan, free kick will be given against Khan. It's not given. Headed away. Venables with the back heel. It's a good intervention by Greg Walters. Miles Davis. It's gone really scruffy at the moment. Almost looks like the nerves are starting to kick in, Tom. It's at this time in the game now. Rhys Griffiths having a word with the fourth official.
I think the ref needs to have a look at himself as well. He's been poor for me, very inconsistent.
Yeah, it's a big fixture for a young referee. That's a
definite foul, isn't it?
Definite foul. I mean, he's played the ball. No doubt at all. Kyle McCarthy. Have to send the big fella, more big men forward. I think Amoun is the only target up there. And there it is. Such an easy header for Billy Porge. You've got to send, when you're 1-0 behind, you've got to send more players forward, Tom. Especially your centre-backs for dead balls like that. Abruzzese, will that stay in? You'll do well to keep it in. Wilson, he only runs it out for a throw to Pen-y-bont.
At least Dino can box him in there now. Try to put him under pressure. But so far, defensively, Miles Davis and his cohorts have done really well.
Yeah, the weather, it's such a big occasion, Tom. We've been having such a beautiful spell of weather of late. It's sort of put a little bit of a dampener on the game, hasn't it? And it's, the fans under the umbrellas and everything. And we expected a real extravaganza this afternoon, didn't we? A couple, goals here and there and sunshine. And at present, it's not the greatest of our playoffs we've had.
No, but, as I said, the rain, the crowd dampens their enthusiasm as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. McCarthy. Amoun wins the knockdown. Free kick will be given against Owen Jones on the edge of the box, just trying to get the volley off. Connects with Ash Baker. But you talk, Tom. In 90, if you get to the 91st, 92nd minute and either of these teams win, it would have been an extravaganza of football. It's not about how you win it, is it? Not a European playoff. It's about winning it.
Yeah, exactly.
Armstrong. I have to say, once again, he kicks the ball really well. Nathan Wood heading it back in. Dylan Rhys, the shout is from the goalkeeper, even not. Not throws it this time. Kyle McCarthy. You'll have to go back to Greg Walt because it's a great press from Venables, 40-year-old Venables. Still once more. Ludvigsen, Tom, doesn't look a stylish type of John Stones like at Manchester City, but he's a great defender.
Yeah, he's very effective. Does the simple things, does them really well. That's all you're asking for him.
And he's done them really well this afternoon. Every time he's had a battle with somebody, he's come out with the ball. Rhys, great dummy from Hawkins. Miles Davis clears his lines. Hawkins itching to get into the action. Tackle in midfield by Clayton Green. almost an hour on the clock. Kennyford whips it across. Billy Borge, diving header. I mean, if they were to win this with a clean sheet again, what the last couple of games Billy Borge have had. It's a waste of a ball. Walters, Venables again working his socks off. Green with the header. Still all to play for, 30 minutes left.
It's a very messy game at the moment.
It's gone very messy. Rhys Griffiths. Just as we said a few minutes ago, he won't worry one iota if it stays this way, and it has been messy for 90 minutes. Just a little bit unfortunate there. I think Ben Amoun has just landed on Miles Davies' hand. It's a tough one when that happens.
I'm surprised he hasn't had a yellow card, actually, Ben Amoun, for having a chat with the referee every 5 minutes.
Has to be a free kick, pushing it back, and then just lands with his size 9s or 10s on Miles Davies' hands.
Yeah, accidental.
Accidental, definitely. But time is just clicking on, slowly clicking on. 61 minutes on the clock. Apart from the one deflection, Tommy, which has hit the post, Haverfordwest haven't really created a chance in the hour. You have to create a chance or two if you're going to make a change to this game.
Tony, I haven't seen him down. We're doing it now. Okay, we're getting sorted. Okay, we'll have it.
Substitution being made below us. Hughes coming on. Will Hughes coming on. Academy player. He comes on for Owen Jones. Great chance for the youngster coming on. Tom off the bench, coming through. Ash Baker. Jacob Jones looks like coming on. Will it be a swap for Ash Baker? Baker off after 62 minutes.
That'll release Shepard now then.
I think Jacob Jones will go into midfield. I haven't seen him play in midfield so far this season. Tommy's played as a wing back all season, usually as a deputy to the missing Kane Owen today. Kane Owen not in the squad this afternoon. Pritchard. Miles Davies, can he whip it across? Davies makes it 2-0. He's had a wonderful game in defence. He's now had a wonderful game in attack for Pen-y-bont. Whips it into the top corner, and that could be massive. Pen-y-bont 2, Haverfordwest 0. Miles Davies with the goal.
Yeah, so calm there. Miles Davies never panicked when the ball got to him. Looks as if he's dinking that ball into the far, for the player, a colleague at the back post, but he curled it into the far corner. Loads of time there, and he takes his time and just drifts it over the keeper's head.
Tom, whether he was looking for an attacker to get on the end of the ball or not, if the score stays the same as that, he'll be talking about his bender into the top corner for years to come. Miles Davies with a curling strike into the top corner makes it Pen-y-bont 2, Haverfordwest County 0, and Pen-y-bont with 1 foot in Europe.
It doesn't matter how they go in, does it? As long as they go in.
It's all round game, as we said, Tom. I think we spoke about it at the start of the game. He hasn't missed a minute of the season, and that's the type of player you want. Very rarely has a bad game. Would you agree?
Oh, 100%. You know, he's a type of player, he's 8 out of 10 every game, isn't he?
Walters, it's a mountain to climb now for Haverfordwest. Not. McCarthy, Tony Pennock. 3 playoff wins for Haverfordwest County. They'll have to do a hell of a lot to make it 4 now. Dylan Rhys, they have to get a goal soon. Headed clear by the goal scorer, Mal Davies. Does his defensive work well too. It's just lifted the spirits again of the Pen-y-bont fans. There they are, the Bont Bank they call it. And if it carries on like this, I think there will be a party or two later on in Bridgend. Davis heads away, he'll get the free kick. Jack Clay comes over, pats him on the back. Yeah, you just don't need to give free kicks like that, especially when you're behind some. What's he grabbing the shirt for there?
Yeah, and I agree with you, Mark.
It would have been the 3rd time this season Pen-y-bont have beaten Haverfordwest. And with their last, including today, they've had 10 games against Haverfordwest. This would be 8 wins and 2 draws. So Pen-y-bont have the upper hand when playing against the Bluebirds. Venables at 40 years of age is, apart from his goal, as whether some of Ethan Can's work rate is rubbing off on him, Tom, but he's working his socks off, Venables.
Well, he's always been probably one of the fittest players in the Welsh Premier League, and he just shown it this evening again.
66 minutes on the clock. Pen-y-bont 2, Haverfordwest County 0. Pen-y-bont going into Europe, like I said at the beginning, it may come as a shock to some viewers, but Pen-y-bont 17 games, they won 1 out of their last 17 games in the league, and they're on their way to Europe. Borge again wins the duel. Yeah, it hasn't been a Real Madrid-like performance, Tom, but they are working their socks off, Pen-y-bont. If you're looking at the confrontations all the time, they're in Haverfordwest face every time they get the ball. Again, there.
Well, the first everything that breaks down, they're there.
Yeah, you even got Nathan Wood. Oh, it's Venables making that tackle. He'll collect the yellow.
Yeah, no complaints from Chris Venables there.
Yeah, I think wrapping the legs around makes it an automatic yellow card. He did try to get the ball first, but you just can't wrap your legs around people.
No, they've been, every player from Pen-y-bont has been so competitive all through the game, Mark.
I agree. After winning last week down at Barry, he was interviewed, Griffiths, and he said our resilience and our togetherness has been key because we have been through some terrible results. It's the worst time I've had since I've been a manager, but we've stuck together. And, you know...
Well, they certainly come up trumps in this 68 minutes gone in this game.
68 minutes gone. The game not over. Haverfordwest with 22 minutes. There's a long time in a football match to go. But when you're 2-0 behind, you have to start creating something better than they've created so far this afternoon.
Yeah, they seem to be, you know, well in control of this game. Pen-y-bont.
They've never won the playoffs, don't forget, Pen-y-bont. But they've been in Europe 2 out of the last 3 seasons and 3 out of 4 seasons. Looks good to Griffiths and his board. 1,153 in attendance this afternoon on a rainy afternoon. Good show from the people of Pen-y-bont and a couple of hundred from Haverfordwest. Mal Davies Khan again battling. Shepherd gets it out of his feet. Jack Clay. Yeah, I think, Tommy, if you were doing a match report at present, it's only 70 minutes, by the way, and we're not getting ahead of ourselves, but if you were doing a match report at present, I don't think there'd be any Pen-y-bont player under a 7, would you? If 7's average or good, I think there'd be 11 7s at least.
Yeah, definitely.
With 1 or 2 8s. And it may be different the other way. It could be a few 6s.
Yeah, they've definitely been a sharper outfit, haven't they? When they're out of possession, they've done exceptionally well. They've closed down as a team, like we said, in the first half.
And you have to close down against a team who've been full of confidence of late. Haverfordwest. Ben Amoun gets his team a corner. Again, closed down by Miles Davies.
No, but a goal can change this game.
They're so short now. They need a goal now, Tom. Walters goes up. Dylan Rhys up. Ball's way away from the corner flag. It'll be whipped in by Hawkins. Back post. Amoun with the first touch. Hooked away by Ludvigsen again. Doing basic defending well. McCarthy. Hawkins inside. Abruzzese being tracked by Nathan Wood. Nathan Wood even coming off his wing and putting in a spirited performance this afternoon. There's the man of the moment, Miles Davies.
Yeah, just typical of the game, isn't it? They're a header down from that corner, didn't land. Nothing's really going for Haverfordwest this evening. But again, strong defending from the home side.
Griffiths still giving his orders out from the side. Nathan Wood. Jacob Jones. Jones has gone into the left wing back spot, Tom, and I think Griffiths has pushed Nathan Wood in as a midfielder now. He's changed the shape, put Jones where he would have wanted to come on. Shepherd trying to influence the game by getting forward. Great kick again by Armstrong. I'm sure you played with goalkeepers in your time, Tom, and when you were a manager. It doesn't mean it's not everything, but when a goalkeeper could strike a ball 60 or 70 yards like Armstrong does every time he goes to him, it doesn't half help, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes a massive difference, Mark.
Rhys looking for bodies to want the ball. Wilson back inside to Dylan Rhys. Rhys, Pritchard, and Jacob Jones just knocks it long. Time rattling by, 72 minutes on the clock. Pen-y-bont 2, Haverfordwest County 0. Four games without a goal before this. Oh, very close incident. There's a tug from behind from Clay, but in the end, Ben Amoun got his shot off just wide of the target. Amoun's asking about the pull from behind. Interesting to see.
It was a poor delivery in to start with, a little flick on for Hawkins, but couldn't adjust his feet there, could he, Ben Amoun?
And it's just a little bit of last-ditch defending by Clay, just puts Amoun off from getting the ball.
Yeah, well, he's got, he's got the other side of the defender there,
hands,
didn't he?
Yeah. They've had the success of playoffs previously, Haverfordwest, and had wonderful ventures into Europe. They just have to go again and try and get a goal now in the next 5 to 10 minutes to set up a big finish here at the Dragonbed Stadium. Venables gives the free kick away. Walters and Venables just shadow boxing. McCarthy.
I think Venables wants another yellow card to the 3s had already this season.
No, better not. Shepherd. Dylan Rhys. Wilson. Puts it in. The substitute trying to get it across. Will Hughes just didn't stick to his feet. Again, McCarthy will get forward. Need to get more bodies in the box, even if it's going to go in. You've got to get more bodies in the box, Haverfordwest. Edge. Shepherd takes the shot on. Cleared by Jack Clay.
I think that's a poor choice there from Shepherd. I think a bit of frustration coming into his play. Hasn't had his own way this evening.
Yeah, I agree. And do you think it's because it was not many bodies in the box, he's decided to take it on by himself?
Yes, probably, yeah.
Hook clear by Borge. The back three this afternoon off Pen-y-bont, like we've already spoken about, Tom. Billy Borge, Kyle Ludvigsen and Jack Clay have just simply gone out and been regulation defenders, making tackle after tackle after tackle. And that's what Griffiths would have wanted out of him.
Yeah, and I think it's been orchestrated by Miles Davies in the right wing back position, because we can hear him. Just see this.
Hughes.
Yeah, you could see him telling the defenders what to do, step up, etc. So, you know, sometimes people, they won't notice something happening, but by talking and telling players what to do, it's a big help.
It is a big help. Well, we're in the 77th minute now, I think, and apart from that deflected effort what hit the post, I don't think Luke Armstrong has been
stretched at all.
At all.
No.
At all. And once again, he'll kick it right down into the Haverfordwest half. Walters. Kennyford gets it forward. Amoon tries to play it inside the Hawkins. Clayton Green tracking back. Miles Davies wins another tackle. And again, Nathan Wood. He'd run it into Haverfordwest defence, but again, Tom, you've been watching that boy play for 6 or 7 years. Have you ever seen him put as much in as he's put in this afternoon, Nathan Wood?
No, he's put a real good shift in, to be fair to him. But that's been true of all his teammates as well, Mark. The whole team's worked exceptionally hard.
Yes, yeah. Noah Daly warming up on the touchline.
What they've done, I think, they just strangled Haverfordwest. They just haven't given an inch.
Borge. Venables. Had to hold out with the high foot there because of the yellow card he's already on. Wilson gets it forward. Pritchard. Shepherd. Switches play to Wilson. Wilson. Will he take the shot on Wilson? Whipped across by Dylan Rhys. Again, the interventions from Jack Clay.
Still plenty of time.
Yeah, oh, no doubt at all. I mean, we're Abruzzese to get the corner in here. It'd be very interesting. Abruzzese whips it across. Who else? Miles Davies. Must be lined up for that MOM position, especially with his goal as well. And we'll start again. Haverfordwest. Ivan Knott watch it at the back. He'll receive it. Dylan Rhys, I think, has decided to stay up for the kick. McCarthy. They're not the type of team who won't keep going, Haverfordwest, and Pennock will not have that. He'll make them keep going. But Griffiths from his touchline position is just ordering his troops to keep clearing their lines.
Yeah. Just stay strong. Keep your concentration now.
That might just about sum their day up so far, because he is one of the better crossers in this league. He's usually whipping them in precisely. Davis. Is that long ball And in we'll get behind with 11 minutes left on the clock. Substitution.
Talking of clocks, Mark, you know, the time is against Haverfordwest now.
Substitution being made. Jack Wilson coming off. Jacob Bacon going on at the back. And Noah Daly coming on.
Venables, I think, is going off as well, Mark.
Chris Venables goes off.
There.
A wonderful last 18 minutes from Venables. Daly, plenty of pace and tenacity and goal scoring ability. Green just clears his lines. Great touch from McCarthy. Kennyford. Bacon with his first touch. Hawkins has gone to the right wing back slot, the one which he did last week. The move down at Barry. McCarthy. Hawkins. Out of play. Frustration showing for Haverfordwest. Passing winners is Jacob Bacon.
Yeah, they can't work the ball into a position where the cross is going to be effective, Mark.
You can just see down in front of us, just in our eye line here from the gantry. And every Pen-y-bont player is absolutely, you know, blowing heavily. They have put one hell of a shift in.
Certainly left one of their best performances till last this season.
Again, it's a great header away by, again, an uncompromising defender who's had a fine afternoon. Ludvigsen. Davis. Don't think he'd be hurrying the throw. It'll be a long throw. Pennock. So trying to guide his troops back into the game. Still only takes one goal, by the way.
Yeah, certainly. Very frustrating time this for Haverfordwest. Pen-y-bont taking their time over these set plays, throw-ins.
But they will leave that if they do get their win again, Tom. You know, this afternoon, Pen-y-bont, there will be such a buzz around this place because Europe 3 years out of 4 is not a bad. It's not bad at all, is it?
It's excellent, Mark.
Bacon. Walters. Time to throw Walters up alongside Ben Amoun, maybe, Tom. Just roll the dice now.
I don't think they've got nothing to lose now, Mark. Absolutely nothing.
Definitely should be up there now and just get the crosses in from any angle, like now.
They trying to play balls through the midfield into the strikers, but it's not working for them. They need to get into positions to get the ball in the air for Ben Amoun.
Yeah, definitely, and I think he has. If you look now, he has just sent the centre half up. Walters has gone up alongside Ben Amoun. McCarthy with a chance to find one of them. Amoun should be favourite there. Gets a Jack Clay. You go down, Clay. I think he's hurt his ankle in clearing the ball, but he gets back up. Borge.
He's been solid in the back, hasn't he?
Oh, wonderful. Had a wonderful game, Billy Borge. Hawkins whips it across Jack Clay. But his two compatriots alongside him, Tom, Ludvigsen and Clay, have not put a foot wrong all afternoon. Very, very...
What you'd call rock solid defending, Mark.
Definitely. You know, after the game you can write, it wasn't a glorious game, but if you're a defender, or if you've been a defender all your life and you sit with Ludvigsen and Clay and Borge this evening, you'll be buying them a pint saying, what a great defensive performance.
Yeah, and Armstrong in goal as well. It's all a team effort. And
yeah, comfortable 2-0 at present. Wood holds his leg, just caught a little bit late in the tackle by Bacon. I think he looks hurt there. Just studs are a little bit high, I think.
Woods wasn't exactly low either, were they? He just catches him.
Just think it's the angle they've come at it. Bacon's feet are going down, and Nathan Woods looking to hook it on the volley. It's a yellow card anyway for Jacob Bacon. 85 minutes now. Nathan Wood, Miles Davies alongside him. Shepherd and Hawkins. It'll be the first playoff they've ever lost. You know, that's an experience in football which most probably comes to everybody.
Yeah. Is it 6 games, playoff games Rhys has played? 1-6. And scored 4 penalties.
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Miles Davies with the captain's armband is 6 or 7 minutes away from collecting the trophy and lead his team into Europe. Pritchard, Daly in a headed duel against Dylan Rhys. There may be plenty of chat about the first goal, by the way, Tom. I'm sure it will come up after the game. I'm sure it will come up in certain circles. But just overall, I think Pen-y-bont have worked and really worked their way to this victory this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely, Mark. But, you know, you and me, you know, we've both been managers. You would say when it's marginal, but that was not marginal. Right. It was a good metre and a half offside. It does affect the game.
Yeah, definitely.
So I would be annoyed, and I'm sure Tony Pennock would be as well. And you know, you expect officials at this level to at least get that right, but they were miles off it.
Daly knocks it down. Throw-in given. I don't think there'll be any rush from the Pen-y-bont, or it's taken by Haverfordwest. That's what Griffiths was arguing about. Kenneford, Shepherd, Hawkins. Can Hawkins whip it in? Takes Wood on. Shepherd whips a great ball in. Who else but Borge to head it away? Whipped across the front again. Collected by Armstrong.
Difficult those when he cut back on his left foot there. Shepherd couldn't get the accuracy on the cross on his weaker foot.
Pen-y-bont's route to Europe won't be a beautiful route, but it's an effective one. They're 2 minutes from Europe, Tom.
Watch him outside, you Woody! Get out there!
Abruzzese tries to keep it in. He's twisted his ankle down in the corner, I think. Miles Davies. I don't think he'll want to go off now, having played every minute of the season. Ludvigsen the same. Well, Ludvigsen is doing the doctor's job. Griffiths just showing what he thought about Crampton. He's not even smiling when they're 2 minutes from Europe.
Just seen this goal again here. Curled beautifully.
And from that angle, Tom, it looks like he's meant to, you know, are you saying cross, or are you saying attempted to go straight in?
It depends. Look, you made a mistake with that offside.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was a cross. He'd aim for the guy at the back post.
Yeah, so it's a bonus.
Yeah.
But it's a great bonus. It's a bonus one for Pen-y-bont into Europe. And for me, Tom, before Malcolm Allen or Owen Tudor-Jones on the Welsh channel pick their man of the match,
I think there's been some really good candidates. I mean, Woods put a really massive shift in.
I'll just say
Borge as well has been outstanding in the back.
Borge and Clay and Ludvigsen as a unit have been fantastic. But having said what you said about 10 minutes ago, the way that Miles Davies has led them and just encouraged them all afternoon and gets the goal. It's Miles Davies as man of the match for me, Tom.
Yeah, I won't disagree with you, Mark.
6 minutes added. Jack Clay there, 22 years of age. Ludvigsen, by the way, 22 years of age. The flares are being set off.
Certainly looked as the three of them have played together all season on tonight's performance, Mark.
Yeah, definitely. The ball almost kicked into the gantry. 6 minutes added. They're a bit early with them flares, you know, because I don't think if they start drifting across the pitch, the referee can blow up. Kenneford, Shepherd, Davies being hounded down in the corner by Benamoon. He runs it out and the throw-in goes to Haverfordwest. If anything were to happen now, it would be a miraculous recovery, but they have to get the first before the second, and as of yet haven't really troubled the goalkeeper in the whole 90 minutes, Tom. We have to be truthful.
Certainly haven't been at their best this evening.
Hooked away. Noah Daly with his defensive clearance. Abruzzese, again Borge throwing his head in there. Clayton Green, sensible ball just out of his half.
There's nothing worse as you know, it's very frustrating for a manager. You know your team hasn't performed to the best of their abilities, and you know it's frustration, isn't it? Your team haven't done what you wanted them to do.
Yeah, definitely.
But you've got to give credit then to the opposition who've done exceptionally well today.
Jack Clay has Jack Clay been given the man of the match by Malcolm Allen? He's had a wonderful game. A 22-year-old. I mean, he's joined the club as a midfielder, I think, from Cardiff Met, and he's turned out to be superb, almost in the Gabe Kirchhoff role. Kirchhoff was playing left side midfield, and he's gone on to great things at Forest Green. Good luck to Gabe if he's listening in. But young Clay has been a good replacement, and he's had one hell of a game alongside Ludvigsen and Borg. Hook clear. The fans, I'm sure, will run onto the pitch when the referee blows the final whistle. Great ball from Bacon, out wide to Hawkins, and that's a great ball. Amoun with the header. Intervention by Clay again. Clayton Green. Green's done exactly what you'd expect, Tom, in the second half, as per there. Getting the block in, plenty of effort.
Yeah, gave the ball away and then, you know, got it back again.
He'll have to take the throw in again. 2 balls on the pitch. But Pen-y-bont 2.5 minutes away from European football for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. Oh, ref.
What is he doing now?
A ball came on, so he's going to give up and dap, and well done to Pen-y-bont, by the way. They didn't compete with that up and dap. Daly, Amoun, as he usually does, working his socks off. Just hasn't been his day. Not even a chance.
No.
Not a chance this afternoon for Ben.
Not a sniff of a goal.
Hook clear by Green again. Hooked it as far as Jacob Bacon. He's the only centre-back there now. The break could be on. Griffiths shouts travel. Offside flag given against Pen-y-bont. Haverfordwest. And there won't be no rush now. Wood, like you said, have had a superb afternoon, as Pritchard has. And all the blue shirts will be walking off with smiles as big as Clayton Green's there in a minute and a half's time.
Yeah, and you've got to say they're deserved winners, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely on the afternoon, no doubt at all. Armstrong. Can. His first touch didn't look after the ball. Abuzazi. Amoun. Another ball's been kicked onto the pitch. Referee plays it off, by the way. Wasn't a bad touch either. Bacon will track Clayton Green. Green, with all the experience in the world, wasn't looking for the third goal. He's just looking to look after the ball. Daly. Pritchard. Pen-y-bont passing their way to Europe in the last couple of minutes. Pritchard. Davies. The shout is safe from the manager on the sideline, so he just knocked it down in. 5 seconds from Europe, Pen-y-bont. Abuzazi still being hounded by a blue shirt. Headed away by Jacob Jones this time. He's joining the party of clearing headers. Green knocks it clear and the referee blows the final whistle. Rhys Griffiths goes to shake hands with Tony Pennock. Pen-y-bont, with goals by Chris Venables and Miles Davis, are into Europe for the third time in 4 seasons. A wonderful win for Pen-y-bont. We will be back.
Well, Rhys, European football awaits once again for Pen-y-bont. Just sum up your emotions after that.
It's what cowboy dreams are made of. So it's been an emotional season for so many individuals within our changing room. Not just me, but lots of different people for different reasons. And the resilience we've shown to come through. And look, I just think from a football perspective, did we deserve to go through? Maybe not. But from a human perspective, we did.
Because you've spoken so much about the resilience that your team, that your squad has shown throughout the season, the character to keep going. But in terms of the football, I think today it's fair to say the best team won.
I think we exploited them and they did manage to do it to us. They're a good football inside. Tony's got them really well drilled and they probably had more possession than us. But Ven has showed his class again. Should be revered across our league. Absolute hero. And obviously Mile came up with a stunner as well. I presume he meant it. So, yeah, look, at the end of the day, it was a tight game. We managed to do it, didn't we?
Yeah, I'll need to find out from Mile if he meant it or not. Look, Rhys, it was 10 years ago you walked through the doors here at this club. The scenes behind you, I think, just says it all in terms of how much it means to the people here. You know, for you personally, the fact that you've got more European football to look forward to now. You know, how much does that mean to you on a personal level?
It means an awful lot to me because I felt this year like that we weren't anywhere near where we should have been. But I have to say a few thank yous just to people who have stood by me personally, genuinely stood by me. And also a thank you to those that have criticised because you make me laugh a lot and motivate me a little bit. But the strongest part of me is the top 2 inches and you'll never break me, so there we are.
Another planning start? A busy summer ahead?
Well, look, yeah, it's difficult, like, you know, it's what we want, but it is tough. Straight away you're into it, thinking about next season. We've got to sign players, we've got to re-sign players, and it's a difficult thing to plan for. And on top of that, like, I deserve a break, don't I?
You do, Rhys, appreciate your time. Thank you, well done.
Llongyfarchiadau mawr i Rhys Griffiths. Dyw'r awyr ddim yn las. So mae yna fwg glas uwch ben Pen-y-bont. Y gleision yn dathlu. Mae nhw ar y ffordd i Ewrop. Digon i ddod, digon o ymateb i ddod hefyd. Mae yna gwpan i'w godi. Ni angen gweld hwnna wrth gwrs. Felly dewch chi gyd nôl ato ni ar ôl yr egwyl. Llongyfarchiadau mawr i Pen-y-bont. Nhw sydd wedi ennill rownd derfynol y gemau ail gyfle ar y ffordd i Ewrop. Mail ar ail. Oedd yn mynd amdani, sa'n gwybod neb yn poeni am hynny. Pen-y-bont yn hapus ei byd fan hyn. Wedi ennill yn erbyn Holffordd. Dwi ddim yn y diwedd. Oedd hi'n gwbl gyfforddus. A'r tîm oedd methu sgorio, methu ennill, wedi ennill y gemau ail gyfle. Llongyfarchiadau enfawr iddyn nhw. Reit, ni'n mynd i fynd nôl at y tîmau sylwebu nesaf, achos fel o'n i'n gweud cyn yr egwyl, mae yna gwpan i'w godi fan hyn. Nôl at chi gyfeillion.
Kane Owen and Miles Davies. Kane Owen, the club captain, Miles Davies, captain for the day, come up to collect the commemorative plate. Pen-y-bont are back in Europe. And well earned on the afternoon. Would you agree, Tommy Morgan?
Yeah, definitely on today's performance. And, you know, it's not how they set up, that's the system and that's how it works. And they deserve it because the last 2 games have been outstanding.
Yes, Griffiths did say that it's been the toughest season he's ever been involved in. But Griffiths and his players have European football to celebrate. Congratulations to Pen-y-bont. Commiserations to Haverfordwest County. Pen-y-bont will be the 4th entry into Europe from the Cymru Premier this season. Man of the match in the afternoon awarded to Jack.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, golygfeydd gwych fan hyn am Pen-y-bont. Chwarae teg, Owen Jones gyda fi. Sut nath hwnna ddigwydd?
Ti'n gwybod beth, nath ni siarad ddim ar yr awyr a sôn am 10 mlynedd yn ôl, Portugal yn ennill yr Euros a nath nhw'n ennill gêm tan y rownd gyn-derfynol sydd yn profi, ti'n mynd gorau bod ar dora drwy'r amser i gael llwyddiant. A mae'n rhyw debygrwydd efo Pen-y-bont o'r ffaith dyn nhw ddim wedi fod ar ei gorau drwy'r tymor, waith ni fod yn onast ddim. A maen nhw wedi cael ambell i ergyd, colli chwaraewyr da mis Ionawr. Ond, pan fod hi'n cyfri, maen nhw wedi troi fyny. A maen nhw wedi dangos y cymeriad nath ni drafod ac yn heiddi ennill heddiw.
A falle bod ni'n ei o gweithio, a feddwl o'r frwydr, dim i gyrraedd y gem ail gyfle, pwy fydd ar fantes o chwarae gatre hyn i gyd. Y peth pwysig yw, jyst cyrraedd y gem ail gyfle, gweld beth sy'n digwydd.
Ie, yn union, a ti'n mynd gorau chwarae'r pêl-droed hollol ddelfrydol yma. Maen nhw wedi profi chydig bach o'r ddau yn fama. Maen nhw wedi mynd oddi cartre wrth ystwytha. Bai Colwyn, lle anodd. Pawb yn meddwl fysa Bai Colwyn yn cael y gorau ohoni o safbwynt yna. Wyrgylch y tymor gwych oedden nhw'n gael. A wedyn maen nhw wedi ffeindio ffordd. A wedyn heddiw, gen gartre, maen nhw wedi dangos chydig bach mwy yn ymosodol, ond jyst i bod yn gadarn. Holford ddim wedi cael sniff heddiw. Ti'n gwybod, nath nhw dar y postyn hanner cynta, heblaw am hynna, Pen-y-bont wedi rheoli mewn ffordd chydig bach yn wahanol i'r arfer.
Ie, reit mwy o mateb i ddod. Dewch i ni glywed gan un o ser Pen-y-bont newydd codi'r cwpan, Miles Davies.
Ie, mae'r captain Miles Davies gyda fi fan hyn. Reit, Miles, cwestiwn cynta. Cross neu shot yna?
Shot trwy'r dydd fe. Na, o'n i just moyn rhaid e mewn lle eitha da. A lwcus i fi eitha mewn, ie.
Siarad ni trwy'r gêm, oedd e'n teimlo fel, y 5 munud cynta, Holford yn trial rheoli'r tempo, ond wedyn ni ar ôl i Chris Venables cael y gol agoriadol yna, jyst pa mor anodd ti'n credu wnaethoch chi wneud i dîm Tony Pennant?
Ie, fi'n credu wnaethon nhw'n anodd iawn. Fi'n credu perfformiad heddi nath y dangos o'r hen Pen-y-bont. O'n i'n meddwl wnaethon ni dechrau'n eitha da. Yn wedig amser sgorodd Chris y gol. O'n i'n gwybod wedyn, llech yn lan, byddwn ni yn Ewrop. Ail hanner wedyn, gol arall a wedd e jyst yn dwbl mantes a ie, mae jyst yn dwrnod anogol.
Ie, a Chris Venables wrth gwrs gath y gol gynta Mael. Just pa mor bwysig mae fe i gael cymeriad fel Chris yn y stafell newid yna, achos fi'n credu, wel, ni ddim cweit yn gwybod fel mae fe dal yn mynd, ond mae fe'n dal i syrenu ar y ca.
Mae fe'n syrenu bob wythnos. Mae'r mentali sydd gyda fe yn unbelievable. Sa'n gwybod sut mae fe'n cadw wneud e, ond bob wythnos mae fe'n troi lan, mae fe'n teithio lawr i Pen-y-bont, a chi'n gwybod, mae fe jyst yn role model masif i ni yn yr ystafell newid.
O ran ail hanner y tymor, neu'r tymor cyfan, mae gymaint o sôn di bod pa mor anodd mae'r tymor di bod i Pen-y-bont, ond Rhys Griffiths war eto'n gweud faint o gymeriad i chi di gorfod dangos, pa mor browd i ti fel y captain o'r cymeriad yna i chi di dangos ar ffaith nawr bod chi di cyrraedd Ewrop unwaith eto?
Ie, proud iawn o'r boes chi'n mwyn nath pawb rhoi popeth mas ar y cana. A fi'n credu ni wedi cael Ewrop 3 gwaith mewn 4 blynedd nawr, so ni'n neud yn rhy ffôl, ond ail hanner y tymor, ie, chi'n modd, with Griff wastad yn gweud, sy'n motos bod ni'n colli bob gêm, mond i ni ennill y play-offs, bydd ni yn Ewrop, a dyna'n gwmwys beth ni wedi gwneud, so ie, bles iawn.
A nawr antur Ewropeaidd arall i edrych mlaen i?
Ie, edrych mlaen yn fawr iawn, digon o ddathlu hyn o, a ie, fi'n credu eithaf mlaen ys dillun nawr.
Mael, joia, diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch Mael.
Gwych gan Miles Davies yn fyna. Mae rai fi ofyn i Owen Jones sy'n bod mewn ambell stafell newid. Os yw'r rheolwr yn gweithio chi, dim ots os chi ddim yn ennill unrhyw gêm, jyst bod chi'n ennill y gêm ail gyfle. Yw'ch chwaraewyr yn mynd i gymryd na o ddifri?
So nath nhw gymryd hynna'n llythrenol. Mae'n profi bod nhw'n gwrando ar ei rheolwr, bod y parch gan Rhys Griffiths. A mae'n llygad i le. Wel, mae bob clwb, ti eisiau ennill bob gêm, a ti eisiau chwarae'n dda bob gêm. Ond pan mae'n cyfri, dyna'r unig beth oedd yn bwysig iddyn nhw a'i ffordd nhw o chwarae. Fysa na'm llawer o dima di gallu gwneud hynna, oherwydd sa'm llawer o dima efo'r math yna gymeriad a'r math yna sgilia. Felly chwarae teg iddyn nhw yn y llyfrau hanes rwan. Fy'n eneb ysbio nôl yn dweud, Pen-y-bont sy'n stryglo teg at diwedd y tymor. Na, nhw sydd wedi ennill y gem ail gyfle.
Reit, mwy o ymateb nesa. Ni'n gwybod gan Chris Venables, mae'n i roi hyn yn ei gyd-destun. Mae'n 20 oed, mae'n i cael gyrfa ryfeddol. Mae'n i cael tymor anodd iawn. 2 gerdyn coch mewn gemau yn olynol. Nath hwnna achosi chwalfa fan hyn. Y reolwr yn feirniadol o'r dyfarnwr yn cael ei wahardd hefyd. A le mae fe heddi yn sgorio y gol gyntaf yn y gêm sy'n mynd yn o Ewrop. Venables gyda Jordan Davies.
Well, Chris Venables, that feels like an evening that will live in the memory for a very, very long time. European football once again for Pen-y-bont. Just sum up how you're feeling after that.
It's hard to put it into words. Obviously emotional, relieved, and just over the moon, to be honest. Yeah, it's been a tough period of time for us, as results will tell you, but and a tough period for other reasons as well across the course of the season. But yeah, just on cloud 9 now, and right up there with my best moments in football.
You got the opening goal of the game. Talk me through it, and I guess how important was it just to stamp your authority early on against Haverfordwest?
Yeah, important. We discussed it before, if we can go out and get an early goal and take it to them as such. And obviously we managed to do that. It set us up nicely. But obviously second half we were well aware that we couldn't sit back and invite them on. So obviously the second goal then is massive. Yeah, just really, really pleased that we managed to keep a clean sheet again, which is great.
You alluded to it just then, that, by Pen-y-bont standards, it has been a really difficult one for you. Talk to me about Rhys Griffiths, obviously, someone you know very, very well. How crucial has he been, especially in the second half of the season, to get you over the line and to this point?
Yeah, he's the person that glues it all together, to be honest. He's the reason I drive 5 hours to training. We've stuck to our processes, and that's because of him. And the other staff, and as I said, it has been a tough period of time, but we've just kept heads down, kept doing what we know will benefit us in the long run, and yeah, there's no doubt about it. Without him, we wouldn't have won today, I don't think. And yeah, as I said, it's a huge influence that he has on the team. So massively grateful for it.
The planning will start now for Europe, Chris. So we know what's next for Pen-y-bont. Can I ask what's next for you?
Not now, no.
Not now, that's fair enough.
It'll be a question for another day.
Celebrating tonight?
Yeah, we'll celebrate definitely.
Chris, well done, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wel, ddim eisiau trafod y dyfodol yn fyna. Cwestiwn ar gyfer diwrnod arall. Dyna fydd y cwestiynau, a fydd yma ar gyfer yr ymgyrch Ewropeaidd. Wrth i ni weld fwy o goliau Pen-y-bont fan hyn, dewch i ni weld sut maen nhw wedi gwneud hyn. Dyma'r ail un yn hedfan mewn, o'n i'n gweld hwn yn barod, ond gol Mael Davies yn hedfan mewn, felly dyma'r eiliad. A chi'n gwybod, Holford ddim wedi cynnig llawer pan math i'n ddwy. A dyna ni.
Ia, i fod yn gwbl onest, os na bydd rhywbeth rhyfeddol yn mynd i ddigwydd, a fel oedden ni'n sôn y sylwebaeth, mae'n groesiad y hanner. Mae geiriau Mael Davies, dwi'n meddwl bod o'n cyfaddau hun, mae croesiad oedd hi, a dwi'n hapus am hynna, achos mae'n golygu bod fi'n gywir a Malcolm Allen yn anghywir eto, ond di o ddim ots. Yn amddiffynol Holford, siomedig, 2-1 yn mynd am yr un bel. Gada Mael Davies, mae'n cerio le yn y cwrs Cosby, felly mae o'n meddwl, na i gymryd yn amser o fanna, a dwi'n gallu pick on spot, felly y gol nath just olygu oedd Pen-y-bont yn gallu amddiffyn yn fwy fyth, oedd Holford byth yn mynd i sgorio heddiw, byth.
Dewch ni glywed gan i rheolwr nhw nesa. Siw bod e'n siomedig, am ystod yn nhw'r bonheddig. Be bydd fe wedi am y gol gyntaf na sgwni? Tony Penna gyda Sioned.
Well, Tony, it's a game that nobody wants to lose. After those 90 minutes, just sum up your emotions and your reflections on that game.
Yeah, it's probably our most poor performance since the turn of the season, really. But we knew it was going to be tough. Pen-y-bont, very good side. Congratulations to them. That's their third European qualification in 4 years. So, they've been consistent and are thereabouts all the time. So you've got to give them credit first and foremost to Rhys and his squad. We just didn't get going today. I thought we started okay, and then. I don't want to go on about decisions, but the goal's offside, and I can't understand why the linesman's on that side of the pitch and he can't see it. But what did we didn't really threaten. We hit the post in we first half from a cross, but then we huffed and puffed, but just couldn't get into the game really.
Yeah, in terms of that first goal, I guess to concede it so early on as well. You just alluded to the decision there as well. Why do you think you couldn't maybe quite get back into the game and with that same tempo that you had early on?
I'm not sure, honestly, whether it's one game has caught up with us now. We only had a short break in the summer because of the playoff situation last year. But in all fairness, the boys have been fantastic. I can't fault them. I keep saying we were bottom of the league in October. Loads of people wrote us off this year. We lost players in the summer, and all I heard was you didn't replace him, you never replaced him. But we just got to a playoff final, or third final in 4 years. So we haven't done too much wrong, really, to get where we are. Yes, we're disappointed, but there's always a winner, there's always a loser. Unfortunately, we've come on the other side today, but we'll have a break now in the summer. I've been busy recruiting for the last 3 months, really, with us going hybrid next season. So it's exciting times for the club. It would have been nice to start the summer off with a European trip, but it's not to be. But there's a lot of boys in that room who will be with us next season, and as well as you learn from the experience of winning, you learn from losing as well. And it's not a taste that we want to repeat, and we want to give a better account of ourselves in the league next season. It's a new league, a lot different to what it was this year. So we look forward to coming back in June.
Yeah, so it sounds like there's some exciting changes coming for Haverfordwest, but you also alluded to it. The Cymru Premier is going to look completely different next season, isn't it? How much are you looking forward to preparing and to the challenge of a 16-team league?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some new clubs, some clubs I'm well aware of, and got a lot of friends at Trevelyan and Ammanford as well. So it's going to be a change, and a refreshing change. I think it needed it. So it'd be nice just to play each other twice instead of probably 4 or 5 times. But listen, like I said, we'll have a break now. I'll be busy for the next few weeks, but it's time for everybody to have a rest, because it has been a long season, and we'll just look forward to coming back and having another crack at it next year.
Appreciate your time, Tony. Diolch.
Thank you.
Wastad yn bleser clywed gan Tony Pennock chwarae teg. Ni weld cyfleoedd Holford, dim llawer ohonyn nhw. Diwedd y hanner cyntaf, na hefyd ofyn am Tony Pennock. Ennill neu colli, mae fe wastad eitha trad ar y ddeiar, yn dywe?
Fydd o'n siomedig. Mae'r cyfnodau yma, tuag at diwedd yr hanner cyntaf, oedd yr unig ffordd neu'r unig amser oedd nhw'n edrych yn fygythiol. A ti'n gwybod, taro'r postyn yn anlwcus, heblaw am hynna, dyna pan mae o mor siomedig. Oedd o'n disgwyl gweld I dîm yn troi fyny. A dwi'n licio'r ffaith mae o'n gwerthfawrogi. Nath nhw strygl ar ddechrau'r tymor. Nath nhw ffeindio'n anodd. Maen nhw wedi ffeindio ffordd o ddod I fewn I heddiw. Bron fel ffefrynnau. Nhw oedd y tîm o'n i'n teimlo efo'r chwaraewyr. Bydd o jyst yn siomedig dros ben bod nhw heb droi fyny heddiw. Ydy'r tywydd I cael effaith. Oedden nhw'n orhyderus yn meddwl bod Pen-y-bont ddim yn gret. Dwi'n mwyn gwybod beth ddigwyddodd ar y diwrnod. Ond dylia bod yn falch o'i hun a'i dîm, ac dwi'n siŵr fydden nhw'n gryfach tymor nesaf.
Pawb angen gorffwys, dwi'n cofio criw sgorion teimlo fel yna hefyd, angen gorffwys. Ni bron yna o ran y gêm ola y tymor. Mae Cymru chwarae mis nesaf gyda llaw, felly fyddwn ni'n nôl cyn bo hir hefyd. Fi eisiau holi cwpl o bethau wrth Owain. Na I holi am y gyngrair ar ei newydd wedd ar ôl enwi'r enillwyr tymor ma'r Seintiau Newydd, Caernarfon, Cwpan Cymru, y Bari fan hyn, Cwpan y gyngrair, a nawr Pen-y-bont, nhw sy'n cynrychioli y gyngrair yma yn Ewrop.
Gret. Enillwyr gwahanol, sydd wastad yn neis I weld. A dwi llawn edmygedd y parch I be mae'r Seintiau Newydd yn neud. Pan maen nhw'n ennill y treble bob blwyddyn, mae'n boring. Ti'n gwybod, dyna di'r gwir.
O le dwi'n gallu ennill y gymau gyfle hefyd.
Mae hynna mor wir. Felly gret gweld yr amrywiaeth yna. Ac cyffroes o'n I weld os a un o'r tîmau fydd yn chwarae yn Ewrop tymor nesaf yn gallu camu fyny. Fel nath y Seintiau cwbl o flynyddoedd yn ôl a deud, da ni'n gallu mynd ymhellach. Gawn ni weld.
16 clwb tymor nesaf, gwahanol, cyffroes, gawn ni weld sydd eithi.
Mi fydd yna gyffro, mi fydd yna sylw sydd yn beth da. Dwi ddim yn siŵr, I fod yn onest. Dwi'n meddwl tymor hir, gawn ni weld. A mae hynna'n dod o brofiad personol di bod yn y gyngrair efo 18 neu 20 tîm pan ma'n i'n chwarae. A dod o ddim yn gystadleuol.
Y bwlch rhwng y brig a'r gwylod yn mynd I fod yn ei mawr.
Yn ormod. A wedyn y tîmad ar y gwylod o gwmpas dolyg, oedden nhw'n rhoi ffidil yn y to, give up bach. A wedyn hanner ol ar tymor ddim yn gret. Felly dwi'n siŵr fydd yn wahanol, dwi'n siŵr fydd yna llawn cyffro, a mi fydd yna gem ail gyfle. A fydden ni mewn sefyllfaoedd fel yma, lle mae yna rhywbeth yn y fantol reit yn diwedd. Waeth I ni fod yn gyffroes ddim, do.
Wel, yn union, a mae'n teimlo fel bod y gyngrair ar ryw, dim trobwynt, ond cyfnod bach cyffroes.
Mae pawb eisiau newid ydi. Dwi'n meddwl bod hynna'n wir yn y byd pêl-droed.
Byd gwleidyddol, mae'n etholiad wythnos yma.
Yndi, mae pawb eisiau rheolwyr newydd, chwaraewyr newydd drwy'r amser. Weithiau mae'r newid yn beth da. Ac fyddwn ni'n gobeithio bod hyn yn gweithio a bod ni llawn cyffro am flynyddoedd I ddod.
Hyfryd. Wel, diolch am y cwmni heddi a trwy gydol y tymor Owain. Diolch yn fawr iawn am hynny. Diolch I chi yn fod gyda ni hefyd. Chymod be, diolch I criw sgorio hefyd. Dim jyst y wynebau chi'n gweld a'r lleisiau chi'n clywed, ond pawb y cynhyrchwyr, ymchwilwyr, pawb sy'n tu ôl y llenni, y camerau, y boes sain, y boes sy'n gosod y ceble. Bydden ni ddim ddim gobeith dyn ni yn y glaw hebddyn nhw. Welwn I chi cyn bo hir. Llongyfarchiadau mawr I Pen-y-bont. Ta-ra.